Hello. Hello, hello. How are you doing? It is good to see all of you. I was trying to say that. I saw. That was funny. Now, that was an interesting remix. That was an interesting remix. I like what you did there.
Means family. Family means nobody
gets left behind.
forgotten.
No, he's sleeping.
Oh my goodness. All the alerts at the same time. I love that Micahs and home serves actually kind of go together as well because it sounds like
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
you guys are just creating remixes left and right, huh? Oh, we're also doing a dance party, okay. You guys are like, let's start the stream with a wall of sound. Yeah, if you weren't overstimulated, this is your place. I promise. It should get quiet and chill, but right now, it's just chaos. Those two also just blended seamlessly. That was amazing. I couldn't recreate it if I tried. Like, literally, I don't think I could recreate it if I tried. You guys are all secretly in a call, huh? Being like, now you, now who's coordinating you? Can I do the custom command per stream? Technically unlimited, but I would like to ask you to only use it once. Because, well, considering how many people at this point have a sound alert, if everybody started using it multiple times, this would be a very, 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 very loud stream. You guys, look. You are so blessed today. Because it's not just Tooth. Sus is sleeping in the chair. Oh, wait. 1 second. There we go. Now she's like even better in the picture. Isn't she cute? She's just chilling there. She fully discovered that chair, and as I walked upstairs, she just was like, "Oh, I'm gonna join you." She walked with me and just laid down. She's so happy. It's actually really cute. I'm really happy that she discovered the chair. Because now she finally gets to be on stream sometimes. Because she never lays in that chair, I think because it smells like Toot too much. So she was like, that's not my place. But they have been sharing this chair because during the day, Toot was sleeping in it. So. Also, let me say hello to all of you. Let me see who got first 5 today. I see Hollow, Homeserve, Molly, Singularity, and Squeaks. Congratulations on snatching one of the first crew. I hope you enjoy your part of the cool group of this stream. Thank you so much for being early as I started. Homeserve, welcome in. Hollow, welcome in. Micah, welcome in. Molly, welcome in. Thoughts, welcome in. Esther, welcome in. Singularity, welcome in. Squeaks, welcome in. And thanks for cheering me on. MJ, welcome in. Peace, welcome in. Brittany, welcome in. Sharon, welcome in. Myrna, welcome in. Raven, welcome in. Brittany, thank you so much for cheering me on. Myrna, thanks for cheering me on. Ravenspath, thanks so much for cheering me on. Felipe, welcome in. Gitor, welcome in. Tess, welcome in. Senanor, thanks for cheering me on. Katie, welcome in. Senanor, welcome in. Ava, welcome in. Linuska, welcome in. Susie Q, welcome in. Sophia, welcome in. Riri, welcome in. And thanks for cheering me on. Ashley, welcome in. Katinka, welcome in. Maddie, welcome in. Katinka, thank you so much for cheering me on. Mark, welcome in. Nasana, welcome in. Nildris, welcome in. Gitor, welcome in. Crafty Simmer, welcome in. Yule, welcome in. Ruby, welcome in. And thanks for cheering me on. Nymphleora, welcome in. And Giator, thanks for cheering me on as well. Sound Chaos and Seuss, what a wonderful stream. I know. Great stream start. Hi, Noah. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I'm Mola. Welcome in. It's good to see you as well. Hello, hello. Did you guys notice? No one has said anything. So I wonder if you guys noticed. I mean, I'm guessing some of you might have seen it, but no one said anything. And usually, yes, let's go. Also, hi, Lilith. Yes. Oh my God. Guys, Kijk. I just threw in a Dutch word. Everyone was like guessing it straight away. They came in today. They're literally the exact same glasses, but just a which is funny because they're from a different shop. But like same shape, but like different frame. Um this is I talked about this on Monday, I think, because I have a very I don't know if it's irrational, okay? Maybe it's a very rational fear, but I have a fear of accidentally sitting on my glasses or like losing them and not having any backup glasses. And I actually had a dream about this, which I feel like that's the part that makes it irrational because I had a dream that I sat on my glasses and because they broke, I couldn't see. And because I couldn't see, I couldn't work. And because I couldn't work, I went bankrupt. It all escalated very quickly. But I woke up and I was like, I need to have a second pair of glasses to get rid of this stupid fear. I was like, also, it's just nice to have two different pairs of glasses so you can kind of like, swap between the two. So now I have glasses that are like a little bit more, um, I don't know, present, and then I have these that are a little bit more subtle. Um, Horrible dream, valid fear. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it was kind of extreme. It like in my dream, but that's how dreams go, right? They kind of there's always that one point in a dream where or at least that happens for me. That like one point in a dream where I will like realize that it's a dream because it's so weird. Because it's so absurd. Like that realization of, hmm, probably probably this doesn't actually like happen IRL. Also, hi Ellie, it's good to see you. And Izzy, hi, it is good to see you. Um yeah, it's just one of those things you worry about. Like where I'm like, it can happen quite easily where, I just put my glasses on my bed or something and then I accidentally sit on them. I was like, I just want to have two pairs of glasses. I am wondering, I'm like not fully sure. It might be that I have to just get used to this frame. But I feel like my left eye is not entirely correct, which can happen if you just have to get used to a frame. But I feel like it could also be because I'm tired. So like I'm just gonna wear it for a couple of days and then see if I get used to it or if I'll continuously have that feeling where I don't think there's anything wrong with the prescription, but I think the pupil placement might be wrong. Like they put like a focus part in your glasses where you see the clearest, and that might be slightly off on my left eye. Um which is difficult because obviously that's frame dependent and this is a frame that I bought from a web shop. So they can never like fully measure it, but we'll have to see if it gets better. It might be just getting used to. Um Getting new glasses is a pain, yeah. And I'm actually really happy that I managed to find two frames that I like, but now I just need to see if I can get used to this one as well. Um Also, Squeaks, thank you so much for checking out the link to Oprah. I'm just gonna quickly pin that to chat actually. This amount keeps going up and it's actually kind of bonkers. Um I don't know how that keeps happening, but I guess thank you guys. Thank you for all downloading Oprah GX, for trying it out. I hope that you guys are, you know, still liking it if you're using it. For anyone who's here who hasn't heard me yap about it, if you're looking for an amazing browser that has free VPN, free ad blocker, fully customizable in looks, feels, and sounds, actually, is low on RAM and CPU usage, you can create like work profiles. Wow, can I speak? so that you can organize your tabs and everything. Like, there's literally nothing that I don't love about Oprah, and I don't say that because they're sponsoring these streams. I literally say that because I've been using Oprah for years. Um, so yeah, if you want to download it, if you want to get a great browser, it's linked above in chat. And literally watching you from Oprah. That's like a good sponsorception. Also, Kay, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, if you want to download it, the more people download it, the more I get paid for this sponsorship. So, you know, if you're here, you want to help out. You can also download it on multiple devices, like download it on your phone and download it on your laptop. It's all possible. um, Glad we're still twinning. Yes. So the thing is, technically, I think with my other glasses, we are less twinning because these are the glasses I got in the beginning of the year. Um, and I feel like these ones are more twinning. You did. Thank you, Izzy. I appreciate that. That's really, really sweet. People using my creator code like also blows my mind. That's so kind. Thank you so much.
Tomorrow is my first day at work and I'm already exhausted. I'll be nice today, no more plup 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 spam.
Hi, Liv. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for the 5-month free sub. What the heck? That's such a long time. Time goes so fast. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you, thank you. These new frames come from Charlie Temple, which I think is a Dutch web shop. I actually don't know if they ship outside of the Netherlands. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. Also, the poll in the Discord that I did earlier, the mod mansion actually won. So I also updated the title in the beginning of stream. We're gonna be working on the mod mansion. And last stream, so Monday when we worked on it, we did a wheel spin at the end of stream. And the next room that we're gonna work on today is Las Siras. So in case you're wondering what we're gonna do today, I was planning on playing the Not So Berry challenge, but I'm so tired. Like, not necessarily in a bad way because I've just been working a lot and it's all like a really like all fun things, all exciting things. But I just noticed that it's been like wearing me out a little bit. So I was like, let me not do some gameplay because I know that I have to be like really, really engaged to do that. So I couldn't get used to them. It was a pain to find a smaller frame. It can be quite difficult to find a frame that fits your face, for sure. I always feel kind of lucky that my face is kind of like a glasses face, so a lot of glasses look moderately okay. But then still, like you want to find that pair that just makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel like you know? Um, yes, I always do that. Every single time we open the mod mansion, I do like a quick show around of what I've done on the previous stream, Micah. Also, hi Ryzen, welcome. It is good to see you. On the MM. What is the MM? It's delivering Belgium, Germany, and Austria. Really? I didn't know they expanded. That's super nice. Oh, mod mansion. Wow. Brain is very awake right now, apparently. I always have to pay more for special lenses because my pupil distance is so narrow. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Like that was something that you would have to pay extra for, but that's annoying. Especially because it's like you can't help it. It's not like you picked your eyes. They just exist. The trend for frames are really big. Yes, that is true. I have noticed that as well. Which I think for me, it like frames for me, they need to be like a bit tall. I think that works nicely. But a lot of frames are very wide and I have a really like narrow face. So I have like my sunglasses, for instance, are if I put them on my and with sunglasses it's okay, so it doesn't really matter. But if those were normal glasses, they stick out like this much on the side. Um mm, Wait, I saw Hollow is responding to a message. I had this yesterday where I rated to um Jules and then I saw that she typed something to me in chat. I saw it in my OBS and I didn't see it in my Twitch chat. And now I have the same problem. I can see that Hollow is responding to Liv's message, but I cannot see Liv's message. Like, I can open it in the conversation, but I scrolled in chat and it's not there. What the heck? But Liv's message is, I'm reading it from the thread now, from the reply. Uh, your roommate came to my roommate came friend, and I didn't know how to say that I don't want him to date in my apartment. I didn't want to be mean, but I'm overstimulated to have people over. Yeah, just be like, hey, I'm not really social. Um, it's not my guest though, but my roommates, and I'm just in my room all evening either way. Yeah, I can see how that's still annoying. Like, you can't really tell the guest of your roommate to go away, but at least you can be like, "Hey, if you guys are gonna be here, I'm really not in a social mood, so, like, do your thing, but don't talk to me. Like, just kinda leave me be." Um, it's a rip in space-time, I think so. Messages just disappear. But I got a small pair this time, and I'm loving them. I wish small ones looked good on me, specifically for the sunglasses, like the nice, like, Y2K sunglasses. I feel like they're coming back, and I do enjoy them. I always give my Sims those Y2K glasses, but they don't look good on me. They make my face look very silly. A pair just like that, I love that for you. They are so fashionable. This is actually one of the trends from, like, the Y2K that I'm excited about that is coming back. Like, the small sunglasses, I always like those. I always thought they looked a bit silly, but, like, in all the best ways possible. Um, at the same time, I do also really appreciate the kind of, like, 80s glasses trend that is going on right now for normal glasses, because I do also enjoy, like, really big and chunky glasses. We've specifically been looking for, like, those really good 70s grandpa glasses, for Scott, not for me, but, we once found a pair and it was really good, but then he didn't buy them because he wasn't ready to make, like, a statement like that with his glasses, but now we've been searching for it because we haven't been able to find another one. Also, I just realized one of my lights is really warm and one of them isn't. I know this is, like, a really random realization, but let me fix that. Why is one There we go. Oh, that's nicer. It's a lot warmer. I feel like my stream might have gotten just a little bit more yellow, but it's very, very, very nice for my eyes. I have a theory that my messages here in chat sometimes disappear. I do know that I do miss a lot of messages as well, Liv. Um, so it could also just be that. I feel like at this point I am missing messages quite often. I'm doing my best to keep up with everything, but sometimes you guys are yappy, which I love. Please don't stop yapping. But it's just hard for me to keep up. But it can happen sometimes. Even when my body is warm, I guess it says that my body is trying to consume heat. Wait, now I'm curious. No, my nose is warm right now, but I know the sensation that you're trying to describe. I know that feeling of having a cold nose, and it's really strange, especially when you're not cold at all, and then your nose just is cold. It's very, very weird. Um, there's an art to message just in time for Ro to see. Oh, you would consider that an art at this point? Touche. Um, happening a lot more often, so it's worrying me. Is it like, could it be that there's just maybe like a high, how do you call it? Humidity or something in the air, which just because obviously your nose is like if you're breathing through your nose, the first thing that comes into contact with the air around you. So maybe if there's like a lot of humidity in the air, maybe that your nose is just literally wet on the inside, which cools down faster. I have no idea. Um, in the worst lecture room. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe you can like lay down, get something warm on your neck. That's what I always do. Sorry for the yawn. Share the secrets. I feel like you're pretty good at it, Peace. Messaging for me to see. Uh, that is true. Your name does stand out. your name is like very bright blue, and also it being all caps does help. Because I feel like that's also why I always see messages from Peace quite easily, because it's also all caps. There's a oh, you are so correct. No, you are so right. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for telling me. She should not be covered up by a straw. She's so cute. I want to pet her, but I know that if I pet her, she'll probably go away. So I won't pet her. But like, I get cuteness aggression from her sleeping in the chair like that. Um. Also, Dreamy, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. All caps crew, nice. And also, thank you for coming back just to say that. Like, that's much appreciated. Like, you come out of Lurk for important business, and I really appreciate that. Your name color is like dark blue for me, Ashley. So for me, it's not gray. For me, it's dark blue. Actually a nice dark blue, kind of like a lavender dark blue. Very pretty. Everyone about to come back in here with their all caps names. But see, then it loses the purpose because if everyone has all cap names, my brain doesn't register it anymore because it's no longer an anomaly. Especially when they're cuddling with my husband. Oh god, that sometimes I come downstairs after stream and then Seuss is sitting on a pillow next to Scott on the sofa and then Toot is on his lap and he's just like watching TV or something. And like I feel like my heart can just burst if I see that because then it's like, you know, the person that you love with your cats. There's just you just explode. Also, the Jade, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Love the shelving. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Um I hate the caps. I'm always using lowercase as much as I can. I feel like I mostly use caps to actually scream. Like when I would say something really loud IRL, I will type it in caps, but other than that, I don't use caps. Well, obviously, like at the beginning of a sentence, but um n- well, I said this and then I was like, actually on social media there is kind of this like aesthetic trend, specifically in YouTube titles, having to have caps for every word, and I don't like
Almost
it, but I do it still.
3 years.
Oh my goodness. Also, hi Megan, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the freaking 35 months. That is wild. And on tier 2, blows my mind. By the way, you are also one of the people who recently got a new badge. I cleaned up the list of my founders badges and one landed on you. And I was like, "Oh yeah." I mean, honestly, with almost 3 years, that makes a lot of sense. And also, Ali Candy, welcome in. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like it here. Um, and also, Lydia, thank you so much for the 2-month resub with your Prime. Please enjoy all your subby perks. Thank you, thank you. You only have one of those. You're gonna cry? I hope you enjoy it. It looks very pretty with your name. I'm writing in all caps to my best friend when we're excited about something. Yes, exactly. That's the moment where I write in all caps. Um, when your cats love people you love, you're winning at life. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're winning at life. I have no clue why my name is all caps, honestly. Wait, didn't you set that up yourself? Didn't you pick your username with all caps? Um, Also, Carrots, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Mm. Also, you said proved my point. Or was it to peace? Oh god, we now have to see, this is confusing. As soon as Peace has his alt account in here as well, my brain just fully checks out. I'm so confused. Twitch names on my iMac, MacBook, and iPad are different colors with each person. Oh. Could it be that you have, if you have better TTV or 7TV, I think with either of those, you can turn on a setting called readable colors. which basically changes all usernames to like more contrastful colors. So if someone puts like a very light yellow, it will change the color for you so you can actually read it. But I think it randomizes to what the color changes. So I think that's why I'm seeing Ashley as dark blue, because I think gray is too close to either the dark or light mode gray of Twitch itself. So then Better TTV or 7TV, again, I don't know which one it is, will change that color to a more readable color. Um You're good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm also doing good. I'm also doing good. Thank you for asking. That's my bad. You're all good. Don't worry. I think it's just really funny that like my brain just stops working. Is it a Twitch setting? I always thought it was an extension. Oh. Yes, you are you're bright pink actually. Not pastel, but like one of those like color pop pinks. Hi Nuts, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Also, the ads are about to start, so I am going to start up my game so that it can start up while the ads are running, and then we're actually going to get into some building. I'm very excited. I'm excited to do some chill building today. And I think I remembered it's indeed an option somewhere for noticeable colors to read. But Hollow just said that it's a Twitch setting. I didn't know that it was a Twitch default setting. But you might be right, actually. Chat appearance. Oh yeah, readable colors is indeed it is a Twitch setting itself. That makes sense. Um in class it was a struggle. Fortunately, when they tried to get the actual thing, it was break time, so I could live and read in peace away from everyone. Oh, see, this is the thing. I every single time I read smutty books, somehow I have a secret talent for this. That I'm reading, like, the most spicy scene in the book in a place where it's highly inappropriate to be reading that. Not, like, because it's, like, inappropriate to be reading it, but just because, you know, if there's people around you, you feel very self-conscious. So, I think my worst experience with this, to this day, and I don't think it will ever get worse than this, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but for anyone who has read A Court of Silver Flames from the ACOTAR series, like, you will know that that book has a considerable amount of spice in it. Um, I love that you're already laughing, Megan, because I haven't even told you when and where I was reading this. But, like, imagine just reading straight up porn. Like, this is not like, "Oh, they kissed and then they, you know, had sex." No, it's very descriptive. I was sitting in the living room at my family-in-law's house, and my father-in-law was sitting next to me. If he had peeked over, he would have just been able to read along with me. Like, the thing is he was very focused on watching TV because they were all watching a cycling race, which I have 0 interest in, so that's why I took my that's why I got my book. I was like, "Oh, let me just read my book." But up until that point, it hadn't been that spicy. It was just, like, romantic and stuff, but, like and a little bit spicy, but not, like, that, you know, that bad. But then I got to like, some of the really spicy scenes, and I was just sat there like this, like casually trying to read it because I was like, "I'm not gonna put my book away because then they're gonna ask why I put my book away." So I'm like, "Just continue reading like nothing's going on." And then at one point, I was, like, very intensely reading apparently. And then at one point I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom." So, like, I put my book away. And then I remember, like, my boyfriend following me and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" He was like, "You looked like you were reading very intensely." And I was like, "Mhm." Oh, and I had a good giggle about it. And then I went to the restroom and came back and just continued reading. It was an experience. Have you read Fourth Wing? I'm currently halfway through Onyx Storm. So yes, I have read Fourth Wing. I'm 50% through Onyx Storm. Like I think I reached the 53 or 54% mark yesterday. I'm trying to finish it as quickly as possible because I really want to read Sunrise on the Reaping. I ordered it. It should have come in on Tuesday. I can only pick it up on Friday. Hello, Ajiri. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Hello, hello. I see you're playing some Stardew today. What were you up to? Thank you for coming over. I appreciate it lots. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Can we get a big fat ass shout out for Ajiri, please? For anyone hanging out here, if you're looking for a wonderful, both simmer but also just cozy gamer, please make sure to drop your bum on the follow button right now. But thank you so much for coming over. I appreciate it. And for everyone who's new, hi, my name is Rosanna or Ro. I use she, her pronouns. On this channel, we do gaming, co-working, and a sprinkle of IRL streams. I'm from the Netherlands. I have ADHD. I have 2 cats, of which one of them is sleeping on the chair, and she is never on my streams. So you guys came in on a very rare and lucky stream. Because this is Seuss. So enjoy her presence. And I just started up my game because we were about to start building for stream today. But thank you so much for coming over. I appreciate it. If you need to go raid and run, raid and rest, please make sure to do that. But I would love to hear what you were up to. Some Sims Legacy, nice, and then some Stardew. That sounds like a very chill stream. I like it. Also, Jumblebug, welcome in. It's good to see you. And also Alice, welcome in. It's good to see you. Hello, hello. Um, and Aiden, welcome in. It's good to see you as well. The frogs the same day. My boyfriend's changed my name on message to Little Froggy. That's a cute name. That's a good nickname. I like it. I really, really, really like the froggy that's just like showing off the beautiful booty, you know? Thank you so much, Madeline. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your time zone. Sue's cat cam when my cat cam stops breaking. Because the thing is, so technically I could move it around, but then it disconnects. Like every single time I touch that camera, it disconnects. I don't know why that happens. I thought it was a faulty cable, but it still happens with another cable as well. Then I thought it was something in the software of the webcam. And they said that you could like change a little setting. I did that. That worked for a while and then it started breaking again. I think I just need a new webcam. But I'm kind of like waiting for that because obviously that's quite an investment. Like I would have to spend money on it again. So I'm kind of like waiting to see if I can figure something out. The cam hates cats. I think so, yes. But yeah, if the thing is I have the webcam on like a tripod and everything. So I have it ready to be moved around. But then unfortunately I can't. Thank you, Aiden, for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your time zone as well. And thank you, Esther, for putting the about me in chat. Miss Tina, welcome in. If you have any additional questions after that little introduction in chat, feel free to ask anytime. But welcome in. Yeah, I think my webcam might be passing away. I think it might be like the connection in the webcam itself that's just broken. So yeah, it sucks, but there's nothing I can do apart from accept that this one might just be dying. Um, where I want to start my Sims family gameplay, does anyone have any suggestions? Mount Komorebi. Um, Meg, that is literally 10 out of 10. You win. You win. Um, did the about section changed? I feel like it was longer even after the full-time change. No. I actually changed it 1.5 months ago from content creator and project manager to content creator and run my own web shop, and that's it. Or do you mean the about command or the about section below my stream? I'm curious which one you mean. Because I actually don't know if I recently updated the one below my stream. Heidi, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. The section itself. Again, the section below my stream or the one in chat? I really don't know which one. um Sorry, chat. Okay, that one didn't change, no. Because I genuinely started to doubt myself. I was like, did I update something and forget about it? Um because I can do that too. That's not even unheard of. um let's go into the game. I'm gonna load the game. I think the last one that I had open. Oh no, it was actually Pack Legacy because I recorded this morning. Um Sorry for the yawn. Such a cute loading screen. Thank you. If you do !LS in chat, you actually get a link to the loading screen if you're interested. Hi, dude. Are you here too? Love the music vibes. Nice. I was like, let me do a different type, like not lo-fi. Let me go for like a nice piano vibes today. I was feeling like a bit of chill music today. You want to be on my laptop? Or are you not sure yet? Come on, you have boogers in your eye again. Why do you always have boogies in your eye? Okay, I think her eye's clean. Mm, Give Toot a little kiss for me. I passed along your kisses, chat. She gave a kiss back. Okay, Toot, I do need my keyboard now. Thanks for licking my hand while I'm... She does this so often, where she'll lick my hand when I'm trying to use my keyboard. It's really annoying. Okay. So, for anyone who wasn't here on the stream on Monday, we basically finished Hollow's room. So, let me show you. This is Hollow's room. So, the primary color that we used is green because Hollow said that her favorite color is specifically sage green. We tried to create a space where there was clutter, but it was in a space that you could close the doors from because she doesn't like to have all the clutter on display. At the same time, she described herself as messy. So I tried to add like little bits and bobs everywhere of kind of like you could see that she's living here and that there's just like kind of stuff lying around. There's a cozy reading chair with blankets nearby. This corkboard is supposed to represent like concerts and places that she's traveled to and like have little knickknacks on the board. Then over here we have the gaming desk with 2 monitors and the fractal case because I actually know that she has that. And then here's some cards and pictures and stuff from maybe when she was traveling or other things that she still needs to clean. There is a sit and stand desk because she actually has that IRL as well. Then outside we have a space for her bunnies and a yoga mat. Ooh, I didn't mean to move that window. And then other little details that we added that I think might be nice is we have the bike on the wall because she likes cycling. And then there is some like hiking boots that she can grab when she goes on a nice hike. And then the art that we have in this room is mostly like prints and stuff. Over here we have something in glass, which obviously this isn't a TwitchCon badge, but in reality, she has a framed TwitchCon badge, so that's kind of like supposed to represent that. And yeah. this is Hollow's room. It was quite a challenge with this room to get all the details in such a small space because sometimes I was like, there are probably other things that we can use that have the same sort of meaning or the same sort of indication, but those are all like pretty big. So like I couldn't add a bike in this space. So we had to get a bit creative, but I think we got there. And I'm very excited with how it turned out. I'm specifically happy that we ended up adding a space for the bunnies on the balcony. I feel like that was a good finishing touch. Um, and now we're moving on to the bedroom over here, which is Lasira's. So that's what we're going to work on next. However, I actually started working on a bathroom over here before we wrapped up the stream. So I think I'm going to finish this bathroom first. And then we're gonna continue with Lasira's room. Oh, that pink is actually really cute. Um, I grabbed this, but actually that doesn't make a lot of sense. Who's this from? I think this is my Shuno-san. Yeah. So now I'm curious if I have kitchen cabinets from my Shuno-san. How many bathrooms are there in total? Let me count for you real quick. One. This is technically one bathroom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 if you count the one in the butler's apartment. Yeah, I think 13. But this house will have, if you include the butler, I think 16 people. Um yeah, I think there's more than enough. Most of the rooms have an ensuite. And then there's a couple of exceptions. So for instance, Micah, Lynn, and Hollow will be sharing a bathroom. But that's why I decided to split them up. So you'll have like a separate space for the toilet and a separate space for like the shower and the sink, basically. And now that I see this, I'm thinking we could, I think, add multiple showers if we wanted to. Considering there is going to be 3 people using this bathroom, at the same time, I feel like multiple showers feel so dormitory instead of mansion. So maybe we shouldn't do that. Thank you for the lurk, you. I appreciate it. And Miri, welcome in. It's good to see you. And thank you so much for cheering me on home serve. I appreciate that. And May May, welcome in. It's good to see you as well. So yeah, I'm like debating what I should do. I'm also like trying to figure out just in general what will look good for the floor plan. I wish that I could just search. What is this called again? Mandel. I think I can just search for Mandel Kitchen and then find those cabinets. I'm thinking multiple sinks might be nice, yeah. Also, Venvine, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It's good to have you over today. Let's see if this one comes with upper cabinets. Oh, it does. Perfect, because then I can actually get the same swatch. We could also go for like a darker green or something. Although that feels quite gray. Yeah, maybe we just go for brown. Why can I not add one down there? I was thinking I wanted to do like a tall cabinet, but you once mentioned you go to a certain store to get your beauty products. Oh, Normal. It's called Normal. And I can highly recommend it. I could add those. It's difficult to build because this is an inner wall, so I can't, like, put the walls half down, even though I think that might be nice for building right now because then I could see it a bit better. Uh, I think this could be nice. Like, I know this is a trust the process kind of situation. Um, now that I see this, I'm like, should I make it pink after all? That might actually be really nice. Um, or I can go for the dusty pink. Is that better? Maybe. That's not the right one, that one. Oh, I think that is pretty. I like that. What is normal? It is a store in at least the Netherlands, I know, where they sell um like beauty products, like makeup and shampoo and stuff like that for really affordable prices. I know this is probably not going to be necessary everywhere because in a lot of places those products aren't always as expensive. But unfortunately in the Netherlands, these products always get like heavily overpriced for no good reason. So having a store like this actually helps a lot in making things a bit affordable. Um, have it in France too. Oh, really nice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Also, hi Isa, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Yes, please, please go to bed early, Liv. If you feel like you need it, I'm very proud of you for recognizing that and giving your body that space. That is important. Although not always easy. Um, okay, I'm just gonna grab like a bunch of things. See, this is what I mean. I would like to put the walls half down, but then you don't see the cabinets. I might do that while I'm just searching through the build mode though, and I'm just grabbing things. Um, want to get some towels in here. Ooh, I like that toothbrush set though, so maybe I'll get that one instead of this one. But the thing is, considering that this bathroom is shared by 3 people, I feel like we need to have a good amount of clutter in here. Or like, at least a good amount of products. Hi, Koki, welcome in. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Um, so I'm just gonna get like a bunch of beauty products from um I don't know what that is, but it looks fun. Mm. I really like this, but I keep using it in every single bathroom. So now I'm like, do I use it again? We don't need a set for shaving, considering this is an all-girls bathroom. Although, you never know, but still. Um, Also, hi Marilyn, it's good to see you. You're doing well. I'm glad to hear that. I'm also doing well. Thank you for asking. Um,
Hi.
Hi Lena, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Can I stack that? No, but I can put them next to it. So then we have our towels there. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Okay. I'm just gonna put like a bunch of the beauty products. I might put that on the counter actually, and then we can just put all of this over here. Because I feel like amongst this group of people, you guys would probably have like a relatively neat bathroom. I'm trying to grab that in the corner. It's difficult. Like you would have products, but you wouldn't have like a messy bathroom, if that makes any sense. Um, Hi Hoff, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Okay, let's see. Gonna try to place all these things in a bit of a sensible way. Hi Faye, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. What did I... It's like, what did I just grab? But I just realized that I have multiple items over here. I'm guessing you asked, how is your headache, Lena? But I'm now starting to wonder if my headache is back. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty good. It didn't come back, so I'm happy about that. It didn't come back, so that's good. And I had very good dinner, so that makes me happy as well. Also, hi, Lethal Jesus. Welcome, and it's good to see you. You're good. I'm glad to hear that, Faye. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. After stream, I had like a good rant to Scott. I was like, just, you know, letting it all out, and I feel like that helped a lot with some of the tension. Okay, now I feel like this side is super cluttered and this side is super neat. That doesn't make any sense in my brain. So let's just move some things around a little bit. That's cute. I like that. I'm trying to figure out like what I want to add over here, you know? Your keyboard was still in German. Wait, you switched keyboard languages? That's so interesting. I didn't realize that. So the thing is, we now have like 2 big sinks, which is nice because then you guys can just brush your teeth here together. I think that is chill. But now I need to figure out if we have the shower over here, if I like that or if I want to add... Like, what else would I add? In a bathroom like this, what are we missing? Hamper could be good, yeah. This one is nice, but the vibe feels off. I don't agree. I'm sorry. I like it. It's chill. Just some piano music in the back. I guess it's just because you're used to the lo-fi. Because I literally always use the same playlist for like 3 years. But I used to always stream with this music. Oh, that makes sense. If you're doing coding and stuff, that makes sense. Because then obviously it has like a big difference. But now I'm curious, does anyone else feel like the music is off? Maybe it's just me who likes it and then we can switch, like if no one else likes it. But if everyone is like fine with it, then it's just an important thing to know. Like if everyone else hates it, then I can switch to lo-fi. So thing is, for the washing machine and the dryer, I was thinking maybe I want to do like a common washing space. A toilet, we have a separate toilet. There's like a separate room next to it where I'll do a toilet with a sink. Oh, we can have some bath salts. I didn't even notice the music was just listening to you. I'll take that compliment. What packs are these? Oh, this is mostly custom content. Full-length mirror for an outfit check. Oh, that's a cute idea, actually. I never put full-length mirrors in my bathrooms, but that could be cute. Let's see. Ooh, that's a funky one. Oh, I like that. But I think considering this is such a big house, it might be nice to have like a shared laundry space, but then I do think it might be nice to have a hamper in here. The gallery, no, you need to download it separately. If you're interested, I have a whole tutorial on my YouTube channel, like a beginner's guide to custom content. Because it's kind of it's not like a difficult thing to explain on stream, but there's multiple steps to downloading it and how to put it in your game. It's basically mods. So I modded my game. And then, you can like get things from outside of the game in your game, basically, for free. Thank you, Lena. I do have, like, overview videos of all the CC that I have downloaded throughout time, with, like, download links and everything. So if you're really curious, you can always once you know how to install CC, you can, uh, check out those videos to, like, get overviews of the things that I've downloaded, basically. Also, hi, Olympia, welcome in, and Walmart, by the way, welcome in, it's good to see you, I hope you're doing well. Um, there was something else that I just realized I wanted to say. Oh, yeah, you can unfortunately only get CC if you're playing on computer. If you're playing on, console, unfortunately, you cannot use CC. That mirror keeps, like, jumping. I realize that I'm adding things and, these things are not hampers. I might actually put hampers in the bedrooms themselves. Um, a little stool end table. I already have, an entire sink unit over here with perfume and, like, all the bath stuff and things. So that's kind of covered. Um, here custom content all the time, but that's completely fine. Custom content is one of those things, like, if you know, you know, but it's not like the Sims themselves are explaining what it is, so, um, anytime, I'm more than happy to explain it a little bit. Cute bathroom, thank you. Uh, yes, that is very true. Custom content is the least, scary type of mod. That is absolutely fair. Um, it's one of the easiest to add, and also breaks the least often. The shower ends into nothing. Are you aware of that? Oh god, you're so right. I didn't even realize. Is it just a floating shower rod? Yeah. No, maybe we should use a different bathtub combo. Or we can place a wall here, but I don't know if I'll like that. I mean, maybe it does kind of split up the bathroom nicely. Oh, it is very addicting to download CC. Once you start, you realize that you can basically shop for free and there's no way back. A half wall, you are genius. Because this was the only reason where I was like, oh, I don't like that super tall wall, but a taller half wall is actually a really good option. Sometimes this is so weird. Like, I play this game a lot and still sometimes I just forget certain things are options, you know? Um, oh, that's actually really nice. Oh, that's perfect. Hi, Tia. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It might be nice. Actually, I'm just realizing that I really don't like the color yellow here. Maybe we should just go for pink again. Or maybe that orangey. That's a bit warmer toned. I would like to have a light in here. Maybe we can do a salt lamp. For your friend to show up. To show up. I was waiting ages for my friend to show up. I was like, what? To show me how to use CC and mods, and then I kind of picked it up in streams, and now 24 gigabytes deep. Yes, that sounds like a solid arc for downloading CC, to be honest. I just realized it might be nice if we actually don't have a ceiling light in here. If we can make it a little bit more cozy. Which I think I should be able to do if I add, like, lights above there. And then we add, like, a little light over here, like, an accent light. Let's see, where are they? These are still all, oh, these are all wall lights, okay. Maybe I should fry that before eating. That would be smart, like, frying it or baking it, yeah. I wouldn't eat raw bacon, probably. That doesn't sound very yummy. Mm. Let's see, what do I wanna add? Oh, I always forget that this CC salt lamp is, like, really bright. Hi, Leaky! Welcome in, it's good to see you, I hope you're doing well. Hi! Hi, Eggs, welcome in, it's good to see you. Let me go here so I can welcome you in properly. Hello, Kayla, how was your stream? I was actually lurking in your stream, so I think I need to close a tab on my browser now. How was the rest of your stream? I hope you had a great time. Thank you so much for the raid. For anyone from my side, if you're not following Kayla yet, what are you doing? Go fix that now. Drop your bum on that follow button that's floating above chat right now. But thank you for coming over. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. There's so many of you. I normally try to say hello to everyone. I don't think I'm able to do that. But welcome in. I hope you're doing good. If you need to go raid and run, raid and rest, please make sure to do so. For anyone who's new here, welcome in. I actually have a little raid video. It's like a 1-minute introduction to me and my streams and my community. It is a bit outdated. I'm actually currently working on a new version. So it's, you know, pretend that it's really updated and this room looks like this and, you know, I have this hair color and stuff. We're gonna play pretend. But it's still a good intro, it works. And then after that, I'm gonna show you guys what we've been building in The Sims. Because I'm building a really cool thing, and I cannot wait to show you guys, but first, let me properly introduce myself.
Hi, welcome in. My name is Rosanna, or Ro. I'm a chatterbox, so I have a lot of text. See what I did there? I'm from the Netherlands. I have ADHD. This stream is partially ran by my 2 cats named Toet and Soos.
Like the rattan plates on the wall. Did you just sneeze right into the microphone, Toet?
I mainly play The Sims 4 with a sprinkle of variety, and I host co-working/study with me streams about 2 to 4 times a week on this channel.
Sorry, I just got distracted. Grim is doing yoga. Like, there are too many Sims that are dying here that Grim is like, nah, you know what? Self-care girly, I'm just gonna do some yoga.
I very often say or do dumb things that get caught on camera.
Oh, look, an Enderman. I don't like you.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die. She is doing the partner pussy. Pussy. I didn't mean to say partner pussy.
I want the big melon. That's what she said. Oh, I didn't mean to make it bigger. Oopsie. I love using my platform to raise money for charity. That leads me to doing things that I have absolutely never regretted afterwards.
Lemon. Yummy. I'm a lemon.
Oh, no.
I am a big plant mom, so much so that the community is named Jungle of Planties, and you are more than welcome to hang out with us. But don't forget to stretch and take a sip because self-care is very, very sexy.
That was the raid video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much again for the raid. I appreciate it. Also, if you answered how your stream was, I might have completely missed it. Because there's so many people here. Also, hi Shella, it's really good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Fellow Dutchie, let's go. I always love that every single time one Dutchie says that they're Dutch, there's always other people in chat that are like, I'm a Dutchie too. Also, you guys are very lucky because my cat Soos is currently sleeping on the chair. She almost never shows herself on stream. So the fact that you guys came on a Soos Wednesday is like a perfect time to join stream. She's like very cutely sleeping like a little croissant in the back. But welcome in everyone. I hope you're all doing so well. It is really, really nice to meet all of you. Let me show you what we've been building in The Sims because I am working on quite the project. And also thank you for that pronoun check. My pronouns are she, her. Feel free to pop into chat with your preferred pronouns. I'll do my best to keep up. We also use the pronoun extension here. But this is my current build. It is a 64 by 64 lot. Does she take biscuit orders? We can ask. She's sleeping too deep. Thank you so much for the Notion tracker for Legends and Llamas. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. I had so much fun working on that one. That was really nice. But this is a big mansion that I'm building. Like I said, this is a 64 by 64 lot. So this build took a while. We've been working on it. This is our 15th stream. That's how serious I'm taking this. I actually realized, Lena, I forgot to record the first part of stream today. So we're gonna have to fix that later. This build is a bit cursed. I keep forgetting to record. Although I think maybe I have the backup recording going, so maybe we should be good. But This is a mansion that I'm building for my Twitch mods. I do have Reshade. If you do !graphics in chat, you get all the links that you need to basically recreate the graphics that I have in game. But I'm building this mansion for my moderators. All of them are getting their own personalized room in this mansion. They all filled in like a little questionnaire in the Discord for me where they like tell me about their favorite color and their hobbies and like their favorite food and if they're like a messy person and stuff like that. And then we're trying to make like really personalized rooms for them in this house to make sure that both myself and my chat can get to know the mods a little bit better. And obviously, I had to make sure that all of them have like a very beautiful room and a very exquisite mansion to live in. So I'll give you a very quick tour. If you come in, you immediately have this like super grand entrance. We are using CC, by the way, just giving you that heads up. I normally build CC free, but for this one, I felt like I wanted to go all out with the CC. But if you come in, they have like a shared living space over here. They have a nice big shared kitchen with a table which could fit everyone. Thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. That's really kind of you. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you, thank you. Also, I hope you're doing well. Also, in case you guys are not hearing any alerts, I turned them off quickly because there's a lot of follows, and I was like, otherwise we're gonna hear the same sound over and over and over and over again. So I'll make sure to unmute them again once all these follows. Uh, like the switch sound is no longer going. But thank you all so much for all the follows, though. I appreciate it a ton. That's really kind. Um, but this is like the shared kitchen. There's like a coffee corner. There's a very, very well filled pantry because obviously, if you're living here with so many people, we need to make sure that they have enough food. And then if we go downstairs, there is actually a home cinema with enough space for everyone to hang out and watch movies together. We have made a home library. Do you plan to play in this house? Probably not, because we've counted and all of the mods together with like a butler, and I want to live here as well. We would come up to over 15 people, which technically in The Sims isn't possible. We could use MCC. Um, I think it might be fun to like play once or something. Um, I do have a YouTube. This one is going to be on 2 different YouTubes. I have a YouTube where I re-upload my streams, which if you want to get it, you can do exclamation type VODs in chat. Or I have a YouTube that is just like my Sims YouTube where I eventually am going to upload all of this as like sort of a series in different parts. Where I first do like one video about the outside and then a video about like all the common areas and then a video about the mods separately. But I want to wait until the build is done. Oh, yes, and we're going to also make it into a movie, which is like one really long video, but we will cut it. So it's not going to be like all the streams. Because I want to make sure that people can watch it in like whatever format feels comfortable to them. Maybe if we ever do Sims crowd control again, we could play in this house. That would be fun. Very chaotic, but fun. um, but yeah, we have a really nice library in here. We have a game room. This is our 15th stream, so it's been a big project so far. Can I live in the walls? Yeah, of course. Of course. We also have a lot of sofas that are very comfortable, so you don't even have to live in the wall. You can just pick a sofa and hang out. But this is like our sort of game room with both analog games and online games. Then we have a second kitchen because naturally, if you have, you know, a fancy house, you need second kitchen, which is also next to our outdoor seating space. Then we have our silent disco room because a lot of us are people that get overstimulated quickly. So we were like, we want a party room, but we don't want it to be like a club in the house because then all of us will get annoyed with all the noise. So we were like, let's actually make a silent disco room so that everyone can party on their own terms. Which I think just attributes to how realistic we're trying to make this mod mansion. There is a karaoke machine though. So I don't know how quiet this room will actually be because I have a feeling that even though we all get overstimulated quickly, we also all really enjoy karaoke. Especially if you live together and you eventually get comfortable with each other. Um, I think we're all gonna sing a lot of karaoke. And yes, I added as much rainbow lights in here as I could because I thought that was fun for the party room. Also, we have a very nice big pool with like a seating area, and we also realized that if you're in this pool, like look at the view. Enjoy dinner, enjoy dinner. I hope you have a great dinner today. Um, exactly, it's autism friendly. We are a very neurospicy community here, so I at least have ADHD, and I know that some of my mods are also very, very neurospicy. We have different flavors, so I'm trying to make it like ready for all of us. Then we also have a home gym, very important, with 2 saunas. And then we have a couple of rooms done already. So we have a room for one of my mods who's like really into film and really into live music, and he comes from Mexico. And he always makes me put debug babies in every single one of my builds. So I had to make sure there's a debug baby. Um, I know I have the rowing machine as CC, but I would love to have a real one in the game. Like that would be super nice. Then upstairs we have a room for my mod Micah, who is also the editor of my Let's Play on YouTube, and she's really into like minimalistic Japanese inspired design. She is a graphic designer and motion graphic designer. And she loves koi and like bright colors. So that's what we try to add in here. Then over here, I have a room for my mod Hollow, who really likes hiking and cycling and kayaking and actually has 2 bunnies. So I made sure to have a space for the bunnies outside. Her favorite color is green, and she likes like art and stuff that represents natural references, so like plants and stuff. And I tried to actually create her setup as realistically as possible because I have seen pictures of her setup. So I was able to like get a desk that matched and the PC case that matched and stuff like that. And then upstairs, I have made a room for my mod, Lena, who really likes bohemian style interior. And also her favorite color is light blue, but she loved the orange accents that we added in here. She loves reading, so we made sure to have a reading corner, and she has a dog, so there's space for the dog as well. She is also a simmer, so I made sure to give her like a good gaming setup. And she said that she has a lot of clothes, so I had to make sure that we gave her a walk-in wardrobe. Um, and as you guys came in, we were kind of in between some rooms basically because I have been working on a bathroom over here. This is a shared bathroom. Some of the rooms actually have like um their own private bathroom, like an ensuite, but some of them have their own or like a shared bathroom between a couple of rooms. So Micah, Lynn, and Hollow are sharing a bathroom. And I was decorating that bathroom right now. They have a separate toilet though, so that's nice that they still have like that kind of privacy. Um, but yeah, that's what we've done so far. Um, I hope you guys enjoy hanging out if you want to hang out, but also if you need to like take a break from the screen or just in general, feel free to make sure that you take like a good break and stuff because that's important too. Can I can I please be a mod to get a room? You can be a house guest, Meg. You can or you can if you want, you can be a butler. Do you wanna be a butler? Also, thank you for all those follows. I appreciate it. Did you say house? No, I said house guest. But you're also super welcome to be a house plant if that's your vibe. You know, I don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. I can upload it to the gallery, but I'm using a lot of CC. So if you download this, there is actually a pretty big chance that you will have a very empty build. Is there an echo again? Is there an echo again? Oh God. I unmuted something and there's an echo. How does that happen? I'm so confused. Wait, I know how to fix it now though. The echo was, I think, only on the alerts, not on my mic. Let me quickly replay one.
There's a tiny text message, a very tiny one.
I am
Please
muted?
read it.
Was I muted? Oh, I guess I know why I was muted. Better sound now? Echo's gone. Awesome. See? We fix. It's one of those things where the phrase, have you tried turning it on and off again, just works. Also, thank you so much for the freaking 18 months. That is through 2 Twitch babies. I can count. Thank you so much for hanging out here for that amount of time already. You were, but now everything's good. Okay, awesome. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's see. I was trying to figure out how I could do the lighting in this room without using a ceiling light to like make it a bit more cozy. Thank you for thinking the alerts are adorable. I appreciate it. I tried to use like a lot of Nintendo sounds and then like a little bit of just like fun things like the little dragon and stuff. Can I be a house ghost? I'll be a nice one. Sure. Yes.
Hello, it's your house plant here. Please remember to water me, and ensure I get a lot of sun. Or I will perish, and no one wants that, right? Right?
No, we don't want that. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. I don't want you to perish. Absolutely not. I'll make sure to water you. And give you lots of love. And talk to you from time to time. Do I want to have yet another? Then I have like 3 times the same light. Maybe I don't like that. But I do think we need a light over here. Maybe I can just get one ceiling light. But I'll just turn down the brightness. Also, for anyone who is wondering about what CC I'm using in this build, I don't have like a full list of what I'm using exactly in this build specifically, but I'm basically using all the CC that I have in my game at this point, which I do have like CC videos on my YouTube channel. And all of the download links are always listed on my website. So basically, if you go to my YouTube channel, you can see the videos of the CC that I'm using, and then on my website, all the links are there directly to all the people that have like created the CC. Singing karaoke to houseplants makes them grow faster. Yes. Yes, scientifically proven.
No. I do not sleep with my shoes
Thank you. Thank you for the 200 bits. I appreciate it. And thank you for kicking off a
I
hype
really
train.
enjoyed your
That's
stream
literally
this
so
morning.
kind. I
Black heart
appreciate it.
emoji. Such good vibes, and watching
You can
build is
change.
also
Oh wait,
always
let
a
me
pleasure.
not yap through the text to speech. Sometimes I've already read it and then I forget that Brian reads it too. You can change the light in build mode if you have the Better Build Buy mod by Twisted Mexi, and then if you hold shift and you click on a light, you can actually change the color and you can dim it. Max, thank you so much for the 2-month resub with your Prime. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Please enjoy all of your subby perks. Also, I think it was Esther who said light strip, and also I need to record. But yeah, it is part of the Better Build Buy mod. It actually took me, I think it was by accident that I figured that out. But once you have it, I can literally not build without it anymore. It is so nice to be able to change the lights in build mode instead of having to switch between like live mode and build modes to change it. Actually, you said light strip and I kind of vibe with that. Also, thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate it. I think it should be part of the, yes, I fully agree, Lena. Like, it is such a nice thing to be able to change it. Also, it makes sense. Like, if you're building, that's the point where you want to create the ambiance, right? Thank you for the breather. Chat, remember, take a deep breath. And stretch. This is, we always use the stretch thing here as a little reminder to unshrimp. Because we're all gamers. We all sit in our chair like little shrimps. And our neck, wow, I can speak, and our back will not be happy with us if we do that. So remember to unshrimp. My roommate like to shower in the dark. Interesting. Is that because he showers in the morning, he's not awake yet? Or she, sorry, I read that wrong. Um, breathes and realizes I was holding in my breath. This happens to me so often. Um, Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And thank you for all those redemptions of hi, I'm new. We'll just like occasionally post the about me in chat. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask at any time. I'll do my best to catch them. Obviously, there is quite some people in chat today, so if I miss something, I'm sorry. I do my best to keep up with things. um, I think for the bathroom here, I might just go for like a really simple design because this is basically just the toilet. Um, Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'll move the door in a little bit because I think considering we do have a bit more space, I might be able to add a plant in here. For anyone who doesn't know this plant, this is my toilet plant. I always add it in toilets if I have space because it just makes sense. Thank you for the uptime reminder. Thank you, thank you. In about 4 minutes, we're gonna have a little round of ads. I always try to take my breaks during the ads so that you guys don't miss anything of the stream. So in about like 4.5 minutes, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break so we can all stretch and hydrate and those important things, and then we'll be back and continue building. Um, I wanted to add the plunger. Mm, I always lose it though. I think it came with the bathroom clutter kit, right? Bathroom, bathroom, bathroom. There we go. Thank you so much for that gifted sub. That's super kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Growl. What the heck? That was very, very sweet of you. To whoever just got gifted that sub, please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month. And thank you for those follows. I appreciate it. Okay, what else do we need in a toilet? Maybe we can have one of those like little cabinets. Um with like toilet supplies and stuff, like one of these. Maybe we can have that in that corner and then we can just move the plant over here. Not me almost moving the entire build. It's busy here. Yeah, we have some friends visiting today. It's getting extra cozy. Uh, I don't like putting things on a diagonal like that. I always think it looks a bit weird. Like in reality, you would probably not put it like that. What is it called? It's just called cabinet. But if I start searching for cabinet, I don't think we will find any more. Thank you so much for the corgi bitties, Miri. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. That's
Cozy
very
corgi
kind of you.
bitties.
Thank you guys so much for the hype train. I appreciate that. Maybe it makes more sense to place it the other way around, actually. Yeah, that makes more sense. Um, it's a very simple toilet, but I guess it works. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Maybe I'll just leave it like this. Like, what else do we need in a toilet? And then let me just save. I save frantically in The Sims because I'm always scared that I'll lose something. And then we're gonna go to this room. We actually do like a little wheel spin every single time that we finish a room. We do a wheel spin to see who's next. And the next mod that we are gonna do, what we're gonna work on, is Lasira's room. And Lasira's favorite color is purple. Her hobbies are reading, volunteering, and video games. She would describe her interior aesthetic as simple, open, and cozy. She would describe herself more as a minimalist rather than a maximalist. She doesn't own a lot of clutter or clothes. She is a little bit messy and a little bit neat, like kind of somewhere in the middle. Her job is to take phone calls for pharmacy prescriptions. So I think we can use like the old phone in the room to kind of represent her work. I think that might be nice. Then her favorite food is tacos. Then the favorite place that she's ever traveled to is San Antonio in Texas. She is not knowledgeable about art, so when I asked her, "Do you like art?" and if she has, like, an art style that she likes, her answer was, like, she's not very knowledgeable about art. I don't know, I don't think Lysira is here right now. I might ask her a follow-up question to see if she does have art or if she doesn't really care about posters or pictures or stuff like that. And the guidance that she wanted to give me that she hadn't mentioned before was that she has 4 cats and 2 dogs. So it's good that she got a big bedroom because we are gonna need some space for all the pets. Because I wanna make sure that there's, like, a space for the pets to sleep in there as well. But yeah, that's a little bit about Lysira. That's the room that we're gonna work on. I'm first gonna take a quick 5-minute break because like I said, we'll have some ads in a couple of seconds. But thank you all so much for being here and make sure to use this time to also stretch and hydrate, get yourself maybe a little snack or something. And then I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Hi, chat. We're back. I hope you had a good break. I stood up and did some stretchies. Okay, let's get started with this bathroom. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Or bedroom and bathroom. And I just realized I don't think we have a purple swatch for the bathroom. So I might go for white for the bathroom and then just kind of add like purple details in there. Also, I put beds in all of the bedrooms so I could see that they're bedrooms, but obviously those are ugly beds and we're gonna get rid of them as soon as possible. This is a really big square room with doors and windows on like either of the sides, which I think is gonna be the biggest challenge in terms of like basically making a sensible floor plan. Because this is such a big room, it's really easy to just like put a bed somewhere in the middle and call it a day. And I think I want to create a bit more of a sensible spacing. Um yeah, the purple tiles that we have in game are, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan. Maybe I have some good CC ones. We can check what pops up if we search for purple. I think just in general exploring our options. We have these ones, but I always feel like those are more pink and these ones I cannot do. I was thinking the same. I was thinking maybe platforms. Sorry. Um, maybe platforms to kind of split it up a little bit. That could definitely be an interesting option. Um, because that's basically what we did in Micah's room. We just divided it and then also created a platform. So it technically almost created like 3 different spaces in the room. Let's start by maybe seeing what kind of wallpaper we can do. Um, so she described her style as minimalist. So I don't think we should go for something like this because that's obviously not minimalist. Yes, I do use shaders. My mod just put a little command in chat which holds all the graphic settings that I have. The sunblind one I actually do not have at this point. Wow, I was gonna say point and moment in the same word. That doesn't work, Ro. So I play on ultra settings, and then I have the Dove preset by Kindle Spice. And I have actually over time downloaded different presets, but I always end up going back to this one. Because it's just so nice. Like it basically makes the game look better without completely making it look like there's a filter on top of it. Okay, I'll just get some wallpaper options out there. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't like that shade of purple, I think. Uh Wait, I need to get purple back. I was thinking this one, but I don't think that's very minimalist. It is pretty though. Mm. I have so many gorgeous wallpapers, but all of them are like so maximalist. Like that one. It's not gonna work. We're currently working on Lacira's room, Mick. Ooh, I can see that working too. And her favorite color is purple. She also only listed one color. So I obviously I don't want to go for a room that is just like all out purple because I don't think that will look good either, but I think we might be able to get some like nice details in here. I wish there was an easier way to sort through CC. I think there is. I think if you have Sims 4 Studio or the mod manager, the Sims mod manager, I think that has a CC mode as well where you can scroll through it. I don't know if it shows pictures for everything though. But I think it does for like a big portion of it. This is pretty, but it just doesn't feel like purple. It feels more like pink. Also, this is a really pretty song. I don't know what it is with this song, but it's like tickling my brain. Um, you use Mod Manager, can recommend it. Okay, maybe I should get that too. I've been saying for too long I need to get a better way to sort through my CC, and I just never really got it. Okay, so these are my options for now. What is happening? What is this? It's kind of music box music, yeah. Um, let me just save just to be sure. I have a feeling it might be one of the wallpapers that I put on the wall. Because it doesn't happen in any of the other rooms. Yeah, so it's definitely related to one of the wallpapers. And I think it glitches as soon as it tries to highlight the room. Yeah. Okay. So now we need to figure out which wallpaper it is. I think it might be one of the last ones. I figured it. Wow, that was actually really quick. I can't believe we figured it out that quick, chat. Nice. Okay, so it was the one from the Judith living room. So those are out then. So then the question is, which of these wallpapers, obviously we have like just the default one from The Sims, like the purple one. Then we have this one with flowers, where I really like that one, but I'm doubting if it's enough minimalism. Minimalism, wow. Like if that fits with her style, basically. But I do think it is very beautiful. I also really like this one, but I have the same worry. Like I'm wondering if it's minimalistic enough. I like this one, but I almost feel like the texture doesn't really suit The Sims. And I feel like this one is not the right color purple. Like it is purple, but I don't think that's the purple that she likes. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Do you have a plain swatch with the same wood height? I don't think so. No. No, this one all has the, although maybe there is, it's from Boho Bedroom, so I don't think so. Mm. Because obviously it's from like a pack that is supposed to be a little bit more bohemian. The third from the left. This one is that's this one with the one with the stripes. You guys are so lucky that I realized to mute. I was thinking maybe accent wall. And then I think maybe the stripes one is a little bit better than the one with the flowers. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let me get that with the flooring. I've been trying to use the same flooring as much as possible because I feel like it creates some sort of consistency in the house. But at this point, I'm wondering if in this room, it's the best with specifically this lining of wood. Maybe I will have to go for like a darker floor. Let's see if this floor comes in a wood swatch that matches that a bit better. Although that becomes really dark immediately. And I don't know if I like that either. She says simple, open, and cozy. Maybe if she also describes it as simple, I'm like tempted to or a lighter wood. I used a lighter wood earlier, like this one. I don't think that works. We could go for something that's even lighter, I think. I think it's the dark lining over here that I don't like in this wallpaper. Like, I'm not a fan of this darker brown, I think. Maybe I might. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Maybe I might try without the, the accent wall at first. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mooney. I was thinking maybe, like, no accent wall at all, because if she says simple, maybe that doesn't really work. It is a difficult mix. Cozy and open is definitely challenging. So I think The cozy has to come from like pillows and curtains and stuff like that without cluttering the space too much. So I think that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna see if I can create like I don't like the text. I like the colors, but I don't like the texture on that CC. See, even for CC, the purple options are so weirdly limited. Maybe we can layer curtains. Hold on. I wish that fitted a little bit better. Because that one is now behind the other one. That doesn't make sense. But I like the idea of layering curtains, though. I feel like that does give that extra cozy. But now we just need to find curtains where we can actually do that with. I'm thinking we probably have something in the game. Okay, that doesn't work if you size it down. That's unfortunate. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I think we could also layer with, like, separate curtains. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I think if we scale these down, maybe that works. They could become shorter. That's what doesn't work. The fact that they become shorter. Otherwise, it's, like, perfect. Maybe I need to select them if I want to change the size. Okay, but that's not too bad. Especially if we then work that curtain rod with one of the custom ones. It's, like, a little bit too short, but not, like... Maybe I can even do 0.95. Wow, I can type. Then it glitches again. What if I make these 1.1? I think that works. We just have to adjust both, but that's fine. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Move them closer to the wall. Ooh, that would also be a good idea. We could do that as well. I think this is good for now, but that's definitely a smart thing. With Tool, you can obviously just move them a little bit closer into the wall. And then I do think it might be nice to have, like, a custom rod with the one from the Desert Lux kit, I think. So we can kind of, like, hide the fact that there's two now. Maybe we can even have it be, like, a long one where it just connects. I don't know how that will look. Oh, that actually looks pretty good. Hi, Jazzy. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I like that a lot. That screams cozy to me. And also, I love how well it connects. I do wonder if I want to change these to the lighter ones, though. I think that might be a little bit prettier with the purple. Okay, I do think I need to save now because I don't want to lose this ever. I don't want to lose this ever. This is nice. I'm happy with this. Okay, that does give a good cozy vibe. Maybe I should see what I can do for the bed. So I think that's also going to play, like, a big part in what this room is going to feel like. And I think considering we have so much space, you know what might be really nice? Hold on, before I pick the bed, because this is going to matter with, like, what kind of bed I pick, I think. Let me get a cabinet that kind of works for this. I think this one might work. This is just a trial, though. I'm not going to use this cabinet specifically. Maybe it will actually work better if I flip them around. Hold on. But then I want to go for purple. Oh, we don't have a lot of good purple ones. Okay, well, this is gonna work to show you the vision. This is not gonna be the final product. But I wanna show you what I'm envisioning. I do know I have a couple of really good custom purple beddings. And then I need to go into the comfort one, like basically where all the other bed frames are. And then I need to get one of those bed frames without a headboard. I want to get that chair. Sorry. I just saw that chair. I was like, hold up. I'm gonna take that one because that's so cozy. Is that one window kind of open? Yes, it is. And it's actually not CC. It came with the mosquito pack. Or the mosquito pack. I think we might also be able to fit like an entire sofa in this room if I'm gonna be real with you guys. So I'm just gonna get it. Just gonna grab it as we come across it in build mode. Do I mean, that isn't necessarily super open. How big is your mods folder? We actually checked the other day and it isn't even that big and I'm like so confused about it. Let me check for you. 23.5 gigabytes. Which like obviously is not a small folder. Like let's be real, that's still a lot of gigabytes. But if you think about it, I have so much CC and so many mods. And obviously mods are just scripts, so they're not like that big in size because it's just a text file basically. But the CC, I'm like really, really surprised it's not more. This is nice, but my room is nicer. You really, really want to say that every single time, Tub Tub? Mine's 25 and I feel like you have way more. Do you potentially use alpha CC like with like more textures? Because I do know that makes a really big difference. In terms of like how much space it takes on your PC. Okay, I don't think I like this frame. I was like, that's nice because it doesn't have a headboard, but I don't think I like the look of it. The problem is I don't have a lot of other beds that don't have a headboard at all. I have ones with like a low headboard, which like sticks out a little bit. 32, nice. I just want to be known as the mod who tells the truth. Okay, I see. I see. Wait, I'm just grabbing things as I'm going because I'm seeing things where I'm like, "Oh, that could be really nice to add." There's like a window seat from Peacemaker, which I think could be super, super nice to have like a cozy window seat to read or to sit. Okay, but maybe I just should turn off the purple filter because I think then I will find more bedding options that I should be able to use as a frame. And maybe I should look at the miscellaneous section instead of all, because then I don't have to scroll such a long list. I really thought I was in the miscellaneous already. See, because now I also have the Oak House one, which I feel like almost just disappears. That's nice. I feel like that's weird with the... Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay. Let's see if this is the bed frame that I actually want to use or if I want to use... Oh, that's pretty. Hold on. Because then it actually looks like built-in furniture. But then I feel like the cabinets need to be wood as well. So that it looks like a whole unit. And then we can use maybe like a bit slightly darker wood, then it really gives that feel of it being like working together or belonging together. But then we're gonna have to find something that is light or dark brown. I don't know what The Sims considers this color because it's like exactly in between. Um, what if, chat, hear me out. Then it's actually like cabinets as well on either side of the bed. Like, yes, I think I'm happy with this. Like, that really makes it feel like, there's also a headboard. Yeah, but I really want to use this as a headboard. 10 out of 10. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really like this. I think this is nice. And then we can just put like cute decorations on here and stuff. Okay, but then the question is, am I going to put the bed on this side of the room or on this side of the room? I think that's my big question that I have to answer now. Because as soon as we've decided that, obviously with the cabinets like this, we won't be able to put it in front of the window. So this is where you'll enter the bedroom. Maybe it makes more sense to have it on this side, actually. Does the cabinet have... Ooh, that's a good question. Let me check. It does, but it has this weird rounded one with, like, stuff that... I mean, most people probably don't have a cutting board. Is it Lacera still? Yes, I only started that today. Yeah, the room is big enough to have the bigger ones. I think actually, if it was like an actual half one, I think that might be nice. Yeah, Feng Shui says the other side, and also I feel like my gut feeling usually matches with that. Sometimes it doesn't though. I think if you looked at my house, I've always been curious about this. Like, I think if I had like a Feng Shui specialist look at my house, I did so many things wrong. Sleep necessities, a cutting board. I mean, you know, who are we to judge? Maybe, maybe you have some weird nighttime rituals. Who knows? Okay. Yeah, I think I like it better on this side of the room. I can't explain why, but it just makes sense. Then let's see for some like lighting and plants. I think that might be really nice to have some nice decoration above the bed. Do you recommend dialing merge or unmerged? That's actually a really good question. I think so. I prefer downloading merged because you just have one file. But I also know that that kind of came to bite me in the ass because if there's big Sims update and like for instance all the chairs break, you can do like batch updates of the chairs with Sims 4 Studio, or you can just update the chairs, but that's not possible if you have merged files. And apparently unmerged files also load faster in your game. But for that I don't have proof. That's literally just from hearsay from other creators on Twitter. So I wouldn't like have that as your main reason. But I do know there is upsides to like having unmerged CC. I also know that I still sometimes am cheeky and I still download merged CC because it's just easier. It's easier to sort it. We had a cutting board next to our bed for ages because my partner was using it to lean her coloring on. That's good lore. I love this. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. This really makes me happy. That's such a nice random fact. Because now, if I do end up using those cabinets, like what if there is a cutting board next to the bed? I'll just be like, no, but actually, some people have cutting boards next to their bed because they can use it for coloring. Oh, that is very true, Nymphflora. I didn't think about that. yeah, if you're using Sims 4 Studio and you want to view your CC, you also need to have unmerged CC, which I actually don't think I knew, but makes a lot of sense now that you say it. Okay, I'm trying to find like different items that feel stylish. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So that we can get that cozy but minimal vibe, you know? I think if these lights were like really warm, that would also help. And I might quickly take this away. Okay. So just so that I can see how well it's lit. I think unmerged makes most sense if you use Sim Studio. Yeah. I think the only reason why merging is useful is one, it makes it easier to keep your mod folder clean because it's just less files, literally. And the second reason is I do think it saves a little bit of storage. If you merge the files into like one file, I think it compresses it. But again, that's from hearsay. I don't know if that's actually true because I never did like a thorough comparison for it. Um Interesting. Judith's wardrobe outer corner. Hold on. Because this room is so big. I might want to see if I can have like a big wardrobe. Even though she says she doesn't have a lot of clothes, I want to see what we can make work. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Got her little table thing for her birthday and felt so fancy. Upgrading from a cutting board. I can see how that's like a solid upgrade. I used to have one of those table things where I put like my laptop when I was playing Sims on my MacBook still. And I say that is as if it's like back in the day, but that's 4 years ago before I got my gaming PC. Oh, wait. That's interesting, actually. Hold on. So now I'm kind of curious to see. I don't think this fits the minimalist vibes. I was just really curious. If you were wondering, that is not a forbidden emote. It's a pickle. I was wondering what it was. That is one scary pickle. 4 years ago was a lockdown, honestly. Yeah, it feels like back in the day, but it at the same time it isn't, but it feels like it. But it was a whole era of itself, that is true. Um my laptop has so little space left, you can't get any more packs. Oh, that's frustrating. I was actually thinking about this the other day because I wanted to install a game and I literally needed to clean out my computer. I was like, "What is this? I'm running out of storage?" That closet display thing, it's from the Judith wardrobe CC kit. Um, but I don't think I'll use that for this room because Lucira said that she doesn't have a lot of clothes. So I'm gonna try to find like a more simple. Let's see what I have. If I feel like if I sort on purple, this room is just gonna get too purple. So I should also balance it out. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Also, Emma, welcome to chat. I hope you're doing so well. Um, you know what I would like, but I don't think that exists in the game. Well, this kind of has it, but obviously this one isn't very minimalist, but I would love for a wardrobe that has like a wooden frame, but then like purple doors. Um, oh, that's so fair, Yada. That is so fair. I remember switching to my first gaming PC and I also lost all my CC and I remember like just not wanting to start downloading it again for the longest of times because I was like it just felt like overwhelming to start. I'm putting off cleaning my computer since I need a new motherboard. So, oh, that is fair. That is fair. Just kind of waiting for it. Also, why do I feel like we're in a fairy forest with this song? Like we're about to all start doing ballet. Very nice. Feels very whimsical. Um, I guess I could technically create my own wardrobe that I just described. We don't have purple doors, though. Let me see if these come in purple. No. Okay, so my wardrobe idea kind of just doesn't work. Like, I could still make a simple wardrobe myself, but I can't do one with purple doors. This is the one. This is lavish from... So then I also need the doors that come with lavish, because otherwise they won't slot to it. Or does lavish not come with doors? I have too many wardrobe CCs in my game that at this point, I just feel like I always lose what I have. Maybe I won't do like a big building cupboard. Maybe I'll just do a small one. You have no idea what happened, but you moved your computer to a new house and your CC corrupted your whole sim save data? Oh no, that's not good. That really sucks. I'm so sorry that happened to you. I can absolutely see why you're now like a bit wary to go back to using CC. Ooh, that's pretty with like the poster on it. That's also very nice. I don't know. I don't know what I want yet. I'm kind of... it's a standing dresser and it's purple, the high school years. I was thinking of adding a purple dresser. I know the one from high school years is very pretty, but I'm afraid that if I start adding a purple dresser, it will be like too much, if that makes sense. There will be like too much purple. I do gameplay too. So over here on Twitch, we do play the Not So Berry challenge. I'm currently kind of transitioning between the purple gen and the orange gen. And then on my YouTube, I play the Pack Legacy challenge, which is a legacy challenge that I wrote myself. And it basically challenges you to play through every single Sims DLC, one pack at a time. So I also keep updating it every single time a new pack comes out. At this point, it has 33 generations. She plays too much Sims, in my opinion. Okay, but you've been saying that since day one. And you still decided that you wanted to be a mod here. So I think you kind of did this to yourself, Tub Tub. You don't have the memory to upgrade it to an actual... You don't have the money to upgrade to an actual PC, but you have to get a new laptop, so you're thinking you might get one with more storage. I would, like, just in general, if you're a gamer, always recommend more storage. Because I have a ridiculous amount of storage in my PC and I still run out of storage. I tricked you? You were playing Pokemon when I said yes. That might be true. I was playing Pokemon and Animal Crossing, so that might be true. I might have tricked you. Oh my god, it is the... Yes, I love that you clocked this. It's Bella's Lullaby. Also, thank you for those follows. I appreciate it. Oh, now I want to... Oh, now I want to watch Twilight again. Also, for anyone hanging out here, is any one of you going to read the new Hunger Games book? And if so, have you already started, or are you like waiting? Apparently I've been here before. Oh, welcome back. I hope you enjoy it. You finished it already. Let's go. You have it ordered for Saturday. Nice. Yes. You gotta wait a little bit to buy the book. That's fair. That is fair. I pre-ordered it. It was supposed to arrive on Tuesday when it came out. And then it got lost in the mail because stupid DHL. And now I have to pick it up at a pickup point on freaking Friday. Yes, it came out on Tuesday. It's called Sunrise on the Reaping, and it basically tells Haymitch's story. So it's like his Hunger Games, like his Quarter Quell. Thank you for the redeeming the hi. I'm new. I'll put like a quick little about me in chat because I see like a bunch of new people hanging out. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to ask at any time. I'm currently gonna read it in Dutch. That the main reason being I have the whole series in Dutch and I wanted to make sure that my series was like complete. So I ordered it in like hardcover Dutch. But I think we were actually talking about this yesterday on stream, how I might actually want to slowly start transitioning into reading books in English more often. Because the last time I tried reading a book in English, that was like 4 years ago, I think, and I felt a bit uncomfortable with reading in English, but I also mostly read fantasy books, and then it can be really challenging to know whether a word is a fantasy word or whether a word is an English word that I don't know. So I felt like I was constantly confused about, do I need to look this up, or is this something that is it just a fantasy word that I need to continue reading to understand the context? But I think at this point my English has improved a lot more compared to 4 years ago. So I think I should be able to read it by now. That might be optimistic. I'm not 100% sure, but like I think so. Um I do like the idea of having the colored doors though. The Dutch was one of the hardest languages for English speakers to learn. Thoughts? I think I don't I think it depends whether you have a knack for languages. But we do have a couple of sounds that are really hard to produce for people that haven't learned those from a younger age. Although Dutch is not the only language with those sounds. So like for instance, if you're German, I think you can speak it quite easily. Um your English is perfect, thank you. I think on certain words you can still hear my accent from time to time, but I speak a lot of English. So at this point, wait, is the door now just forever stuck to it? Okay, that's weird. Um mm, Farsi is hard for me. I don't think I could ever speak Farsi though. um that's impressive. Like I actually so the only languages that I used to have French when I was in high school, like as a class for 5 years. And I struggled with that, but I kind of got through it. Maybe I'll just settle and have like a wooden door at this point cuz I keep getting stuck here basically. Um but I used to have French in high school for 5 years. Wasn't the best at it, but I like enjoyed it enough. I also had 2 years of German. I did not like German. That was not made for me. And then I voluntarily studied Spanish for 2 years. Um like I started right before COVID, and then we had our second season in online, but we had one of those teachers that was, not used to teaching online. So most of the class was us trying to help out the teacher with learning how to navigate Zoom. So I think I learned more about how to teach boomers to use Zoom than I actually got taught Spanish in that second season or like second year. So I don't know. I would like to eventually go back to Spanish though and like learn more of it because it was fun. I did enjoy it. Learning Dutch after speaking English and German was pretty easy for me. I noticed a lot of similarities, almost like it being a mix of those. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I can see that.
Teehee.
Matthias! Thank you so much for the 20 months. That's such a long, long time. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Please enter all of your subby perks. I'm 29, turning 30 in December this year. Um, Also, wait, you learned Dutch? You're like, I don't think I knew that. God, no, Hollow, don't embarrass me with that clip. Oh, yes, good shout. Age chat. I'm the only person here who is allowed to mention my age. For anyone else, sorry. Sorry, we're deleting messages that have ages in them. December. Yes. My birthday is 8th of December. So I'm a Sagittarius. Okay, I think this like simple wardrobe I like it. And I think this corner is also nice for it. But yeah, please don't mention your age. I always forget to say this before I share my own age. I really should get better at that. Mm. You're also December baby. Let's go, December baby unite. Also, Matthias, I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Oh, that comes in purple. That's pretty. I like that. Let's also get a plant. Because what do you do when you want to decorate, make it cozy? Put a plant. Fun fact, you were born on your birthday. Shut up. Really? Wow. I'm so happy that you shared that with us. Like, I don't think I would have known if you hadn't specifically said that. Like, I would have never guessed. Very special. um, you're doing okay. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing pretty good as well. Ooh, I accidentally rotated the room. Hold on. I struggle a lot with some choices in The Sims just now, but I think I got the wardrobe situation covered, so now I can move on from that. For only half a year, sadly, the course didn't continue in the next semester. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now I'm curious where you learned Dutch, though. Tough. Oh, you guys are impossible. Why do you always have to embarrass me with the row facts? How did they know when to birth you on your birthday? Yeah, how did they know? How did the universe know? I was evicted from the womb on my birthday. That's a good way of saying it. I like it. Okay, like I said, we have so much space in this room that I'm almost tempted to also like have like a full-fledged sofa in here. Maybe we could do... Hold on, I just had an idea. I do think we need a desk in here somewhere as well. Like, we could maybe have like a desk space over here. I thought English pronunciation was hard until I tried to learn Russian. I don't think I could do Russian. I'm watching a show now where they sometimes speak Russian, and I'm like, I could never. Yes, we are. That's what I was thinking, Ellie. I was thinking maybe in this corner, I make like a living room with like sofas and like a lot of space for the pets. Basically, just like a really cozy corner. One of your cousins is born on New Year's Eve, the other one on New Year's Day. Is it twins or is it like separated? Like, you know, multiple years in between, but just coincidentally that close to each other. TV for the... Oh my god, yes, then the pups can watch TV. That's really actually really cute. Hold on. I do think I would also like to use a sofa with pillows. Because we talked about this needing to be like a cozy room. And I have those, which I also think is nice because then it's like a little bit darker purple. Opposite sides of the family tree? Coincidence? Okay, that's wild. Love that though. Sometimes the universe really just wants it to happen, huh? Okay, I would like to do a rug, but I think maybe if I do a purple rug, it might get a little bit too purple. Like, obviously, yes, it's her favorite color, but I also think that at one point, it's not gonna look good anymore if there's just purple everywhere, so maybe we should go for, like, a complementary color? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like a good accent color. So then the question, like, the obvious choice would be pink, but I don't know, that might be a bit too close to purple? Maybe set the sofas on an angle. I'm actually doing the boxy thing a little bit on purpose because she says she like open spaces. Whereas and she's a minimalist, so I feel like if you put things on an angle, that doesn't really go with that concept. If that makes Does that make sense if I say that? I don't know how to explain it better. Um Cream colored fluffy. I could do that. I also saw white. That's also nice. Ooh, she actually did hollow. I think she got blue. Like a light blue. That could also be an interesting combo. It has to be the right shade of blue though, like a quiet blue. Yes, that's a good explanation. Quiet blue. I like that. See, that's too intense. Mm. That could be pretty. I was about to say I'm glad I didn't give you a color. No, that's what I was thinking. At this point, I was like, okay, it's getting close to too much purple. We have that one, but that's too dark. I think this one, but then I might use Tool to, like, make it a little bit bigger because I think right now it's just a bit too small. Like a nice light blue. Ooh, that's also a very pretty one, but I like still, that one is my top contender for now. Because I also feel like I like like a natural texture to it. Like it being a woven rug, I think is very pretty. That is a close second, though. Maybe this one can go underneath the bed. Hold on. Although then I don't think I want to use the blue over here. Hmm. See, I'm tempted to use pink over there, though, but I like that it's circular as well. Yeah, especially considering you just said that it was, like, a bit boxy. I think this breaks it up, that pattern, without putting things on diagonals. Periwinkle blue. Hold on. I need to look up what that is. I need to look up what periwinkle blue is. Oh, that's I would call periwinkle purple. Let's actually type blue behind it. So I like maybe like a lavender bluish. Tool can change the size, yeah. This is like the primary reason I got Tool in the first place. Let me show you. So if you get your Tool pop up and you click an object and it like highlights as green, you can click on scale. And then if you do like basically number 1 is just, you know, that's exactly the scale. So if you do 0.5, it sizes to half. And if you type like 1.5, that's sorry, I pressed I apparently had a camera preset. Oopsie. I was like, what just happened? We just flew across the map. That was not what I wanted to do. Hold on. And then if you go 1.5, it will size it up to 1.5. I know, it's life-changing. It also works for curtains. It works for shelving. Like, and also, the thing is, Tool is one of those mods that, at least for me, it scared me. Like, I for a very long time, was like, I'm not ready to download Tool. That mod is just, it confuses my brain. And then there was a point where I was doing a build where I really wanted to size or like change the size of a rug. And I was like, you know what? Even if I don't understand Tool for like 95% and I only use the sizing up and sizing down of things, that's it. I'm just going to get it for just that thing. And then I watched the tutorial on how just that little part of Tool worked. And then I was like, okay, I got this. And then slowly over time, I started to experiment with it a little bit more because it was, you know, it was just, you know, like the occasional thing of, ooh, let me see if I can rotate this or lift something up or lift something down. Like slowly started to experiment with Tool, and now I'm starting to use it more and more and get more comfortable with it. But yeah, that's what I was thinking thoughts. Like if when I looked up periwinkle, that to me was purple. But some blues and purples are so close together that one person might call it a blue and the other person might call it a purple. So it doesn't surprise me. Maybe I'll do the blue one here anyways. Or how about we change the color of the sofa? Blurple, that's a good word. I like it. Oh, blue, green, turquoise is even worse. Yeah. I might like them in blue, actually. And then have the rug be purple. Okay, I need cat tree things. Because I think that's also gonna help a lot with the colors in the room. We need lots of cat things because there was 4 cats and 2 dogs. So, definitely need to have enough space for that. This color combo is gorgeous, thank you. I'm really happy with that blue, actually. That was a good call to change that. Okay, so I know this cat tree is huge, but at the same time, it's so pretty. And I think we can size it down. And then that one can be, like, on a diagonal, maybe. That's cute. Good night, Micah. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you, thank you. When I mix colors at work and I need to tell the customer what color goes in and they are curious, sometimes say, there is a slight difference. One is blue purple and the other one is purple blue. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, that's a good explanation, actually. Like, which of the colors is, like, predominantly there? That will probably be glitchy with cats. If you size it down, and cats interacting with it, that will be glitchy. We are not gonna play in this, room probably, so I don't worry about that too much for this specific build. But if you do that for, cat trees that in builds that you're gonna play with, the cats will be floating. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. I am on PC and I'm definitely using mods, yes. Very much so. I normally build without CC. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I normally build without CC, but for this build, I decided that I really wanted to do like a CC build because I hadn't done one in a really long time. And I do enjoy my CC a lot. Floating cat sounds great, actually. You're so right. Now that you mention it, that actually doesn't sound bad at all. Okay, let's see, because we definitely need more things for the cats and for the dogs. Um, do I just put that there or do I put this here? Hold on. Maybe I just put this here, actually. That's a lot of pet bowls, but with 6 pets, you're gonna need 6 bowls. Love the color scheme. Thank you. Um, make some extra small hidden trees and people will be surprised where the cats can go. Wait, what do you mean? Like, just have, like, really small hidden trees in your builds, and then the cats will just chill in random places? That's actually really funny. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate that. Also, welcome in, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. That would be such a funny prank. That's such, like, a harmless prank as well, and then when someone is playing in a build, the cats will just chill, like, randomly in the air somewhere, and people are just like, "What is up with my game? Why are my cats floating?" That's cute. I like that idea. I might do that at one point, actually. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't know when yet, but I'm gonna keep this, like, somewhere in the back of my mind. And then at one point in my life, there's gonna be a moment where this is all gonna make sense. Also, in case you're wondering why all of my mods have a lot of plants, um, I will take care of all of them. I'm a huge plant mom. I will take care of all the plants in this house. Or probably we will hire someone for it because, you know, we live in this huge mansion, so we will have money to do that. But, you know, I'm just saying that even if the mods are bad at taking care of plants, I got them covered. Don't worry. Oh god, what did I do? I was like, something went wrong. I rotated the room again. I was like, something happened. Um, your Sims keeps forgetting that you own the packs? You mean like the shop keeps popping up? Every plant you touch dies. Oh no, we don't like that. That's not good. That's not fun. Okay, I think we need, next to the chair, we need like a dog bed. Although I love this item, like the look and feel of it, but I don't like the color swatches for this room. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Now I just have to decide which bed. Maybe that one. Comes in purple. I actually, when I had piano lessons as a kid, I used to have to learn this song. Or at least I don't think it was this song, by the way. I just looked over. This little melody is heavily inspired by a Chopin song that I used to play. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. You don't keep any plants, never goes well. Wait, what is Marimo? In your office? Ooh, yeah, like the moss. Oh, that's nice. I have one as well. But it's like, those are very low maintenance, so that's very nice. Your entire family is cursed with it? Oh, no. I feel like my family is, like, partially cursed with not being able to take care of plants. Like, for instance, my mom is not terrible at it, but not, like, super good. My grandma is pretty good at taking care of plants. And then my aunt actually has, like, a full-fledged botanical garden. Hi, Lenny. It's good to see you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Okay, let's make a little desk space because we definitely need that. Mm. Let's see. I keep going back to the purple, though. I feel like a purple desk chair is allowed, right? Think it makes sense. And then I've never seen a picture of Lucira's setup. So I actually don't know whether she has, like, a full PC. If it was possible, I'd accidentally kill plastic plants. Oof, that's rough. That is rough. So, like, I don't know if I do know she streams, though. So she must have some yeah, I'm pretty sure she has a PC because I think, like, I know she does co-working streams. Dana, thank you so much for the freaking 43 months. So long, what the heck? Thank you, I appreciate it. She has purple walls. Where are you snooping this, Hollow? And mostly a lot of pet pictures. How are you finding this? I love that you're helping me stalk, though. It's appreciate it. But thank you, Dina, for that's such a long time. Please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Your mom and your grandma have beautiful gardens and you kill everything. But if they can do it, maybe there is hope. Maybe you just need to learn. Like, you don't know how to do it yet. Or maybe it's all the talent stayed with them. Okay, we definitely need a cozy light on here because I think, a nice desk light does wonders. The jewelry she got for herself is rose gold plus blue marble. Okay, good. So the blue was a good guess. I think she got the dark blue marble, right? It's not the light blue one. Or is it the light blue one? I don't remember. I remember so many of you sharing, like, your whole screen pictures that I don't remember which one belonged to who. Terrible of me. That's a cute light, actually. Wait, it is a cat?
Can't believe I've already been here this long.
Sophie! Thank you so much for the 13-month resub. That is wildly long. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month. Thank you. I just placed this light because I was like, oh, that's cute. But it's a cat. We're keeping this. Look at that. That is really cute. Now I'm wondering about the swatches. Oh, that's adorable. That is actually adorable. There's an orange kilt that shows up in a lot of the cat. Ooh, that is a good detail. I think I actually have, if I search for blanket, I think I have like a couple of throw blankets. I do. Hold on. What type of orange is it? Mm. Okay, I don't know what that belongs to, but that doesn't really fit perfectly. Interesting. Like King's Day orange? Okay, awesome. Always when I see the combination purple and orange, I have such a silly memory. I'm gonna tell you guys a slightly embarrassing story. Are you guys ready for it? So, like, this is gonna be really silly and embarrassing for me, but I think it's a fun story that every single time I see this color combination, I have to share it with someone. Peace, thank you so much for that community gifted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's super kind of you. I appreciate it. Martin, please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month, courtesy of Peace. So when I was in high school, I had my very first crush. Well, like, it was one of those crushes. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. It was one of those crushes that was, like, very intense. Like, I couldn't think about anything else. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. Like, I would think about this night and day. I told you this is gonna be embarrassing. I printed pictures of this dude. Like, I grabbed his Facebook pictures and I printed it. And I put it, um, up on my wall. Yeah, it was bad. I had it bad. Like, bad, bad. Also, in the meantime, while I'm telling this embarrassing story, I'm trying to figure out how to, like, place this blanket. I might just put it on the sofa. She definitely has a PC. Okay, good. Good to know. So I was, like, so in love with this dude. But the thing was, he was in the class of my best friend. So whenever I wanted to gossip about him, I couldn't just name his name because then there was, like, a potential that he eventually would find out. So me and my friend at the time in high school, we were like, we need to come up with a code name. And this guy had, like, one of those puffer jackets. It was like a purple puffer jacket with an orange lining. So it was kind of like bright purple, bright orange. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And I I I'm not kidding. I hated that jacket. I thought it was very ugly. Like, I did not like that color combination, but it was magnificent for a nickname because we started calling him not Puff Daddy, would have been a good nickname though in this situation, but we started calling him Purple Jacket. His real name was Scott. No, his real name was Julius, which was, like, so posh. He was also very posh. Like, he was a very, very posh person. He played hockey. His parents lived in a very fancy house. He spoke like he had a hot potato in the back of his, like, genuinely looking back, I do not understand why I had a crush on this guy. Because he kind of literally was a representation of everything I do not like right now. But, I don't know, my teenage hormones were like, "Yep, this is the dude." Field hockey. We don't really have ice hockey here. It's not impossible to play, but it's not like a very normal sport to do. While field hockey is actually really popular here. Because you were in high school and he was there. But the thing is, you know how many people were in high school? A lot. And there were also a lot of like really handsome, kind guys. And I don't know. I never fell for any of those. No, my brain went for the biggest cocker. I'm assuming this was a middle school crush. We don't really have middle school, so I never know. Like, we have primary school, high school, and then studying. There's, like, nothing in between. But I was, like, 15, I think? Is this correct? Might have been 14. The what now? Cocker. That's our word for, like, a very posh person. Um, we call that a cocker. Which, funnily enough, if you think about the literal meaning of that word, it means someone who's shitting. Middle school is like brugklasse. Ah, okay. So then it was like a little bit after middle school. Freshman, sophomore. Okay. I'll try to remember that. I always try to like remember how it works, but I keep forgetting. Field hockey is the lesser one. I mean, I can't really compare it because I don't really know the other one. So, do you have 12 years of school? We have let me check. 8 years of primary school. And then depending on what level of high school you do, either 4, 5, or 6 years. So if you do the 4 years one, then you would have 12 years of school, but if you do the 6 years, which is like the higher level, then you get to that is like longer, obviously. But then some people also stay longer because they have to redo a class, which is actually specifically on the longer track, not unusual for people to redo a class. So then sometimes it's 7 years. So then it equates to 15. Level of high school. Yeah, we have a very complicated school system. I've tried to explain this before and it's like unnecessarily complicated, but the system in the Netherlands is set up in a way that if you're on primary school, the teachers will basically assess your I hate saying level of intelligence because I don't think that you have like dumb and smart. Like, I don't think that necessarily exists. I think you have different types of intelligence. You have people who are like really practically gifted, people that can like be a hairdresser or a plumber, and like people that really understand how to do that. I could never do that. If I was a hairdresser, people would look ridiculous. And if I was a plumber, people would not have working plumbing, basically. And then there's people that are really academic, people that like use their brain for things rather than their hands. And I think both of those are it's just different types of intelligence. And here in the Netherlands, they tried. I'm not saying they were very successful at it because unfortunately there's a lot of stigma that comes with it, but they tried to design the education system around that type of basically different levels of intelligence. So when you are in primary school, they will assess you to decide whether you are more like the brain type of intelligence or like more the practical type of intelligence. And then there's 3 different levels both in high school and in studies, which will basically guide you towards either a very like practical hands-on job, which is things like hairdresser and plumber and I don't know, like woodworker and stuff like that. Then there's the middle level, which is basically a combination of theory and practice, which often includes like a lot of economical and management studies. And then we have the academic studies, which is at university. So we also are like middle lane basically is called applied, like University of Applied Science. So it's not really a university study. I have a bachelor's degree, but it's not a university bachelor. Like it's not academic at all. I have a very management related bachelor. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. In theory, it's kind of cool. I actually think in practice, it does also hold a lot of value. The thing that I don't enjoy about this is the fact that people that are doing like they're talking about it as high and low education, as if that like one is better than the other. And I think that's the part that I don't agree with. Um, because I think there's a lot of people who try to push for a higher level, like try or higher level, try to like push for academic university when in fact I think they would be happier and healthier and more successful on either of the other two levels. And I was very lucky to grow up with parents that always said to me like, please pick what suits you and like your interests and your needs. So I never felt pushed to like go to a like the academic university because that actually would not have suited me at all. I'm very happy that I didn't do that. But I do know a lot of people in like my direct environment that push themselves really hard to basically go to a level of education that just did not suit their brain. Not because they're stupid, just because they have a different type of intelligence. And it just made them miserable. It did not make them happy at all. A lot of them struggled through it. A lot of them didn't enjoy it at all. Yeah, there's technically also levels in the levels, but if you start explaining that, I think we're losing people. um, I mean, the thing is, MAVO, HAVO, VWO, Gymnasium is like VWO Gymnasium is all like the highest. Atheneum is the other one. Um, we have vocational schools, but it's all self-selecting, so students can choose to go to the school and teach electrician work or cosmetology. I don't know what it's like in other states because our education varies. Oh, it varies from state to state even. That's interesting. They do say practical and theoretical more now. Yeah. They are changing it. They're definitely changing their language around this, which I think is good. I think it's good that they're changing the language from being like high and low to more like theoretical versus practical because I think that's also just more what it is. Oh, that's pretty. Feels a bit silly to have a shelving above a shelving, but maybe we can just put some books there. That might actually be nice. Um, that you could opt into. Interesting. How does that work for you guys? Like we have something here in the Netherlands where it's like mandatory to go to school until you're 18. So if you finish high school at 18, you technically don't have to go study. But if you finish high school before you're 18, you have to go study. Like you're not allowed to not continue school because you have to go to school. Hey, sweetie, guess what? You booked your trip. I'm literally just guessing because you told me to. Chicken butt. Dang it. I was hoping for something cool, but sure. Unless you finish HAVO or higher. Yeah, but that's probably because most people that finish HAVO are gonna turn 18 within 6 months. Mm. Of course, your trip is already booked. Never mind. Pretend that I didn't say that. I absolutely remembered. What do you mean? Not in your case. How long did it take for you after graduation? 8 months? Text me about this because my brain is confused again. But Notion Mail. Did they announce it? Leerplicht until 16 and kwalificatieplicht until 18. You got access to it. Oh, nice. Actually, wait, I think I signed up for it. Wait, another light. I already have lights. Why am I adding lights? I wanted to go to clutter. My game is freezing. That's because it needs to load the entire library. This happens every single time. I'm trying to load everything. My game just freezes, and then I just need to give it a moment. Let's go into decorations and let's see. What do we have? I have so much decorations that interesting, Dina. I just saw your message. Interesting. Okay, so wait, I don't think I understand. What is vocational school? What is that? Because I read it earlier, then I thought I knew what it meant, but now I'm reading Tup Tup's message and I'm like, I don't think I know what it means. Hold on. That's not aligned. Um, job related. Okay. Thank you. That makes sense. Trade school. Yeah, okay. Now I see. Thank you for explaining. I appreciate it. See, this is where the language barrier is still very present. Um, Interesting. Okay. So it's like it's mandatory until high school, but then you can take vocational school if you don't want to go to university, I guess. Okay. Interesting. It's so interesting learning about all the different like education systems. Cuz I think in its core they all obviously have like similarities, but also it's so interesting to learn that there are so many differences still. Like we all went to school and yet we all had such a different experience. And like I know this, but then still if you actively think about it, it's just wild. What kind of studies are I did one study. It's really funny if you think about what I studied because it's absolutely not related to what I do now. I studied facility management. And I was so sure, like so sure that I was going to be a facility manager for my entire life. I was like extremely excited to be a facility manager. Oh, if only I had known. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Faith. I appreciate it. I hope you have some really good sleeps. Um, what does facility management mean? That's a good question. I actually have an answer for you because I studied the subject, so I now know how to explain it to people. So the best way that I can explain what it is comparing it to a household. So, you know how in a household you need to pay your rent and take out the trash and get your groceries so you can actually have some food and you need to make sure that it's clean. Well, basically that job, household management, but then for offices and companies. So you're managing all the facilities. I need to clean my house. Well, I mean, in the end, it's your choice, but I would recommend it. Yes. Yeah, basically like well, I mean, I was gonna say yes, basically like a mom, and then I was like, no, basically like a household. Why a mom? Anyone can clean or cook or do groceries. Doesn't have to be the mom. Um, but yes, the person responsible for the household. But then that for offices. So I was responsible for the rental contract with our company. Um, yeah, so the thing is with office manager, I think office manager is usually tailored more towards the like day-to-day operations of the office. Um, but I think that facility management, it was a bit more related to the contracts and like the management part of it. So we had an office manager. We had two handyman that were like the handyman were doing like the day-to-day fixing in the office. And then we had the office manager that was running like the reception desk and making sure that, you know, the supplies were filled and that the day-to-day operations of the office were basically running. But then there were two facility managers and we were basically responsible for the rental contract, all the lease cars, the cleaning contract, the catering contract, hosting like bigger events and stuff in the office and making sure that there was space for it and that was organized. Um that was so it was like more sort of the level above the office manager, I guess. Does that make the other employees the children? 100%. Based on how they behaved sometimes, it felt like we were raising them. Um like a mom friend, the one who makes sure that that everyone has what they need. I know the thing is just I really this might be like a personal thing, but I don't like the gendered language in that expression. Like the mom friend, no, the parent friend. Because dads can do that too. Dads can also be the one that take the tissues and that take the paracetamol and that take the plasters. Like this is my small little battle that I'm willing to fight in life. If we can take that out of like being a mom or a dad and just being a parent. Because I think part of normalizing something is normalizing or like changing the language around it. So the parent friend. I was the parent of the company. Like that's a good analogy for it. I like it. Oh, that's cute. I like those posters. Sorry, I just got very distracted by posters in The Sims. And what you described as the office manager, the office admin. That's fair. That's fair. Sometimes these terms can get a bit confusing. Because like in the end, it all comes down to running the office, you know? Um Nearly impossible to do that with that expression. I will still try. I'll die trying. Very committed. I'm very committed, you know? I'm trying to figure out what else I want to add around the desk area because I feel like right now it's a bit empty. We need something up here, but I don't know what yet. Hollow said there were lots of pictures of pets. Maybe we should see if I can have like some nice pet pictures or like just in general like pictures. Um mm-mm-mm. That is actually kind of perfect because I think we also have a swatch with wait, that actually has a mix. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. How about we do that? Like all the pictures of the cats and dogs. I think that's pretty cute. I feel like there is something missing over here though. Like this space feels awkwardly empty. With this here, I don't think you can go too much with the amount of cat and dog stuff. That is true. I mean, 6 is a lot of them, so I will probably wrap up stream in like a couple of minutes. Ooh, a poof or like a little chair. That might be nice. Because like I said, I've had a really long day and I was super tired. I don't feel as tired anymore as I felt in the beginning of stream. But I definitely was pretty tired in the beginning of stream, so I think I'm just forgetting that I'm tired. And tomorrow, I'll be live for a really long co-working stream. So for anyone who doesn't know, I also do co-working streams over here. And tomorrow, I'm going to go live at 9:45. And then I'll be live all the way until 6 my time. So I'll be co-working for 8 hours straight. So I think it might actually be smart to go to bed on time tonight. Thank you, TubTub, for putting that in chat. For anyone, if you want to know when and what I stream, or you just want to hang out with this community outside of stream hours, feel free to join our Discord. We'd absolutely love to have you there. It's also the place where my time zone is like posted in a time zone friendly way. So that you can like see the times in your own time zone. Thank you for putting that in chat, Esther. My mod just posted a little explanation of co-working. Considering that a lot of you guys came from Kayla's stream, obviously I don't know if you were there, but do you guys remember when she did a co-reading stream? Where she was like reading and everyone... I was thinking, we definitely need a litter box, yeah. It's basically that, but then instead of reading, I'm just working. I just decided that I wanted to add like the this is for the cats and this one is going to be for the dog. Geology rocks, but geography is where it's at. I see what you did there. What music is this? It's called The English Affair by Howard Harper Barnes. But it reminds me of that too, Dina. 6 cats must be so much poop. Yeah, so I think we need to get an automatic litter box. But the automatic litter box is kind of ugly. So now I'm like, do I get the not so ugly one? That one is like a bit prettier. Here, this is the link to the song. Maybe that helps you in finding if this is the actual one. This is nice because then we can also put something on top of it. I think that could be really cute. Actually, let me save. I don't have other pets than cats, no. When I was growing up, I used to have pet mice. I saved them from a petting zoo because they were left there. And then the petting zoo was like, well, we can't really take care of them, so we're just gonna basically put them down. And I was like, no, I can't deal. So I took them home. So I had 2 pet mice for like 2 years or something. They were called Chandler and Monica. Ironically, Chandler was the girl and Monica was the boy. And I always wanted to get a hamster. Like growing up, I begged my parents for hamsters for so long. Like I really, really desperately wanted one. And then my mom was like, well, if you really want a hamster, you should do like, you know, in high school when you need to get, when you need to give one of those like talks, you know, like one of those presentations that you need to prepare. I don't know if everyone had that, but I had that in primary school, like in the higher classes. We needed to do one of those presentations. And my mom was like, well, if you really want to have a hamster, you need to do a presentation on hamsters so that you at least know how to like take care of the hamster. I did a talk that lasted 1.5 hours. And one might think, how do you talk about hamsters for 1.5 hours? I don't know. Like, literally, no clue. But I did. So, everyone in class was engaged as well. Like, I got, in the Netherlands, we use a grading system from 1 to 10. I got a 10. I got a perfect on that presentation. Everyone in the class loved my presentation on hamsters. I had like video material of funny hamsters and like I went all out. Never got a hamster after. So I think my mom's philosophy of go learn about hamsters, then we'll get you one was very smart. It was very smart. It was like a good parenting trick because literally never asked for a hamster after because I think I realized how much work it was. Exactly all the hamster memes. Like, you know, early YouTube phases when people would just upload dumb videos of their hamsters. I made like a whole compilation together with my dad in iMovie or not iMovie. Well, what is that called? Like the Windows version of it. Like the cheapo version. Got top marks too. See, this is what I mean. If you need to do presentations, talk about your favorite things. I'm trying to find something that makes it look like the end of this bed has like built-in cabinets as well. And this is like nearly perfect. There we go. To make it like complete. Movie Maker, thank you. Yes, exactly. That one. Good times. Good old times. Windows Movie Maker. Does that, I mean, it must still exist, right? But like, who uses that still? Is there people who still use that? Probably. Never made a movie on it. I don't remember much of it. I don't think I did anything myself. I think it was mostly my dad. Also, I'm just trying to find like some nice clutter items to add on here. Because I feel like it makes sense to just have like a little bit at the end of the bed. Oh, that's a cute box for letters. I like that. Mm. A little jewelry box. That might be cute. And then we said like a little poof or something to kind of break up this open space. I dropped the windows, but I'm still making movies. I like that. We love to see it. This is not my bedroom. No, I am in this mansion, in this huge house. I'm creating bedrooms for every single one of my Twitch mods. So this bedroom is for my moderator, Lucira. And she gave us like a little description of what she likes in a space. And now we're trying to create like a cutesy little space for her. I think that does help break it up, but I also feel like they're just kind of sitting in the middle. But I don't know if I hate it or if I like it. But for now, I might just leave it here, and then I think I'm gonna come back to it later, because I think it's gonna be nice to just kind of let it sink in a little bit. I think that might be a good shout. Because sometimes if you look at something for too long, you also don't see what you need to change to make it work anymore. This is always my tip for people that want to like get into building in The Sims, that struggle to like get past that point of I'm stuck in a build, I don't know what to do. Just change rooms. Just go make a bathroom or something, or like go work on the kitchen for a little bit, or do some cluttering in another room. Just kind of like step out of that one thing that you're trying to make work, because it takes your head out of that creative process, and then once you come back, you probably see what is missing. You'll probably go like, "Oh, that's what needed to happen." Um Also, thank you so much for redeeming the "Hi, I'm new." I'll put a quick about me in chat. Welcome in. But yeah, I think that was the stream for today. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you for co-working with me earlier on a Wednesday. I normally don't do co-working on Wednesdays, but we did an extra one today because I have so much work to do. And thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Um, for anyone hanging out here, I also want to say again, I've said it a couple of times today, but like huge thank you for this. For anyone who's new to the stream, this entire month for me is sponsored by Opera GX, which is an absolutely amazing browser. And every single time someone downloads it, I get paid. So like the more people download the browser, the more I get paid. It's a really great browser that you can fully customize to your own like look and feel. It is low on your CPU and RAM usage. It comes with a free VPN and a free ad blocker. And it's like one of those things that when they asked if they could sponsor me for this month, I wholeheartedly said yes, because I was already using this browser for I think like 2 or 3 years before working with them. And now I get to recommend it to all of you. And this number went up a lot over the past few days. So I just want to say thank you and acknowledge that, because that means a lot. That means that I get to do this as my full-time job. So thank you for that. How many rooms do we still have left to go after this? Oh, a lot. This project is gonna take a while. This project's gonna take a while. Oopsie. I kind of knew that going into it, though. I knew that this would take long because I enjoy going into detail for every single person. But yeah, let me see who we can raid for tonight. Let me see who is currently playing some Sims and who we can go say hi to. Um, we can't raid Simsy. Fun story. That's not enough. Ooh, I have a fun idea. I have a fun idea for who we can raid. She was in chat earlier. And considering we were working on a purple room, I think we have to go to the Purple Queen. Even though the Purple Queen is actually building a greenhouse. We're gonna go say hi to Shella. I always love raiding into Shella's stream. It's always like really nice. It's a great place for me to wrap up my stream and like wrap up my day and stuff. Thank you so much for putting the Discord and the socials in chat. I appreciate that. For anyone hanging out here, if you want to join our community Discord, you're super welcome to do so. If you are not following me on any of my socials, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, basically all the good places, but specifically for The Sims, I have a Sims TikTok and a Sims YouTube. So if you're interested, they're all listed on my website. And if you want to watch back previous streams of The Sims, I also have a VOD channel where we're actually pushing for 1K subscribers. If we reach 1K over there, I will be able to apply for YouTube Partner. So if you want to watch back some Sims streams and you want to help me out, you can check out that channel. It was super nice to meet so many of you. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Yeah, we're gonna go say hi to Shella. If you're gonna come along on this raid, we actually have some raid messages that you can copy and paste. We have ones with emotes if you're subscribed to the channel, and then we have ones with regular emojis if you're not subscribed to the channel. And then I'm gonna set up that raid to the wonderful Queen of Purple. Almost typed that wrong. That would have been embarrassing. Just raiding the wrong person. I wonder if this is ever going to happen to me. It has never happened to me yet. Let's knock on wood. But like, what if you just make a typo and you don't realize? And then you raid out and then you arrive in like a random stream of someone that you really don't know. What do you do? Do you then just pretend that that was the person you meant to raid all along? Like, what does one do when that happens? I wouldn't know, I think. But thank you all so much for hanging out. I appreciate every single one of you. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a great rest of your time zone. If you're also gonna go get yourself some sleep, I hope you have some great sleeps. And I'll be back with gaming. I was gonna say Sims, but it's not The Sims. We are actually going to play Inzoi on Friday. The word is out now. I posted a reel about it today and chat guessed it. So if you're interested in seeing the brand new life simulator that is coming out very soon, we're going to be playing Inzoi on Friday. So feel free to come hang out. And otherwise, I'm going to be doing a long co-working stream tomorrow. So I'd love to see you on any of those. But thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys later.